All right, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about the top orbiter mod. Okay, Destiny fan and Reddit live stream fail moderator Stale 2000 has been removed as the top mod of the subreddit after promoting scam contest $1 million fan. He has posted a video demanding legal support from the CEO of Reddit. The full video is 21 minutes long, and a bunch of people are watching it. We have to fucking talk about this. Okay, this is Stale, former Twitch staff. Stale. He used to work at Twitch, and also not only that, but mega Destiny orbiter, looking and sounding exactly what exactly how you would assume a Reddit moderator, like a perma Reddit moderator, would look like. Okay, bro, it's such a good performance art piece. Yeah, so here's what happened. Okay, looks hotter than I would have expected. Facts. So this guy ran and won, I believe, top orbiter of the year inside of DGG. This is a real thing that they do every year, and I think he made a video for it. We found out that he had made a video for it a while back, and he deleted the video in shame. But basically what happened is this guy overtook Livestream Fails a couple years ago as the top moderator of Livestream Fails. Now, if you don't know what Livestream Fails is, it's because I never go on this website. Okay? It's because I never go on that subreddit any longer. It used to be a subreddit where people would gather and check out the top news stories of the day, or top clips of the day from Twitch. It was a place where like a lot of Twitch watchers congregated. Obviously, there was like a heavy slant on harassing certain villains on the subreddit. Alinity, one of them. Pokimane was another consistent one for years and years. But once Destiny took over the entire subreddit in this forcible takeover, they turned it directly into the Fuck Hasan subreddit. And oftentimes they would, here, this is the DGGer of the year. I don't know why we can't actually watch the video.
Hi, I'm Stale 2000, and I'm running for DGGer of the year on December the 3rd. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how all of my opponents are way worse than me using facts, logic, and most importantly, evidence, as in chat logs. Here, Albert FCB is asking people to gift him subs. A real DGGer buys his own subs. In the month of November, Fitz spammed the Miano hype emote over 500 times. They're clearly a weeb. Need I say more? Based on the frequency of messages between BoJack Horseman and Majestic Gopher, who is another candidate in this election, we can see that these two candidates are clearly colluding and are therefore disqualified. From these logs, we can see that Keen is clearly too busy with his girlfriend, as well as worse, his real friends, to be DGGer of the year. Everybody knows that a DGGer's only true friend is Destiny. Other DGG analysts suggest that Majestic Gopher would be the best candidate to win the election because he averages 300 messages a day. But as mentioned previously, he was colluding, and these numbers are clearly fake. Rave Y is unethically supporting NFT projects. A true DGGer should know that the only ethical NFT project is those offered by our lovely sponsors at Eternal.gg, where you can buy and sell Destiny's personal NFTs. The DJ suggests that the jury of the Rittenhouse trial should not talk about the case while it's in recess. But how is the jury supposed to know what to think if they haven't heard Destiny's opinion on the matter? As we all know, Destiny has the food palate of a 10-year-old. And a 10-year-old would love to have mac and cheese at Thanksgiving, but Tony disagrees. Therefore, he's in contradiction with Destiny and does not deserve to win this competition. Here, Yufu complains about running into alt-writers in a video game. A real DGGer would have defeated those alt-writers in the marketplace of ideas and in the video game. Vault violated my boundary of running against me for DGGer of the year. Therefore, he must lose to satisfy my boundary. Virgil suggests that Destiny could be inconsistent on anything. A deserving DGGer would know that Destiny is always consistent on all his positions. Will Kill Forever admits to having a job. No truly dedicated DGGer could work a job and dedicate themselves enough to DGG to be deserving of winning this competition.
You got to sometimes see the ops, you know? Sometimes you got to take a good, hard look at the ops, okay? Lucky for us, some of our ops openly fucking post videos of themselves on the internet. No, this is not satire. This is a person who is in the DGG cult that is actively trying to win this award as the greatest cult member for that year. I forget which year this is. Okay? But the reason why I'm showing you all of this is because this is the guy at the direction and at the behest of Destiny in order to serve his master, his cult leader, took over Livestream Fails and turned it into a smear machine. Okay? For not only myself, but all of Destiny's ops. Now, back in the day, he used to be a fan of mine as well. And even up until 2024, he was in the chat too. He said, nah, I prefer renting. I just want to be able to move wherever I want. I don't want all that money in one asset. Okay? But somewhere along the line, somewhere along this long, convoluted history, he took over Livestream Fails after leaving Twitch and started moderating it in direction of like besmirching, smearing all of Destiny's opponents, deleting comments that called out Destiny for procuring child sexual abuse material, and regularly brigading posts, regularly botting certain posts. Okay? What is this? Look at the YouTube banner. His YouTube banner is him in Austin. That's hilarious. Okay? And he's made some videos, you know, over the years. He's made this last video that he made is the one that's like going super viral right now, not on YouTube, but just everywhere else where people are clowning on him. And chat tries to comprehend that these weirdos always have self-deprecating inside jokes that they're proud of, their issues, because it makes them feel different from normies. That's all. Yes. Thank you. You actually literally analyzed it perfectly. A lot of these guys know that they're in a cult or a cult-like formation. They just make jokes such as that one to be like, haha, it's not a real cult because we're aware of it. Okay? A big part of this is also making those self-deprecating jokes about like, oh, we know everything about Destiny. All this shit, right? But the reason why I'm, again, bringing this up is because he took over a very popular subreddit and played a formative role in the collapse of like Twitch as a space where there was a major community that collaborated with one another, greatly fucking heightening the tensions between content creators. Like we talk about clippers and clip farmers in general on Twitter. LSF was the method. It was the original place where that exact same thing happened, where you would take someone's clip out of context and you would have every single content creator watch it and give their takes on it. And then every single thing that would drive discourse would come from LSF. I don't go to LSF any longer. I don't, frequent LSF any longer because it's just all botted into oblivion and brigaded into oblivion. But they did this, and now Yeet does this on Twitter as well in a similar fashion. But they did this to go after Destiny's enemies and to try and present Destiny in a positive light to the best of their ability, even though he kept, fucking up his he kept fucking up his own optics by popping off and doing horrible, monstrous things. Also, Stale and Epstein's Discord already confirmed nothing about LSF will change, and all the other mods on the team are also Epstein orbiters, as Stale is the one that hired them. Yeah. A while back, there were a bunch of different people that were actually moderators in the subreddit. Once he took over, he basically kicked out all of the people that voted against him becoming the top moderator of the subreddit, and then he hired a bunch of other moderators to operate the subreddit that were also Destiny's fans. So as far as I understand, the LSF subreddit is not going to change. Okay?
Suggests
we do the same thing with you, bro. There is nothing that even remotely compares to this level of propaganda, specifically at the behest of one singular individual. Nothing at all. There is no comparison. You cannot point to a single subreddit that like my fans have taken over with my direction and use a subreddit specifically to like attack people. There is no equivalent because this is insane. It's so insane that if you were to actually explain to people what is going on here, they still have a hard time understanding it. This is the type of shit that is impossible for even like extremely online people to understand because this is a step beyond that. This is Kiwi farms. It's lol cowing. Okay? For a content creator that actually basically derives most of his content from trying to create oppositional figures and constantly contest them. Something that Ethan Klein does as well to a certain degree, but something that Destiny eats off of forever. This is his primary focus. This is his primary content. If anything, my fucking community is my biggest op. Okay? This video explains the psychology behind this kind of behavior really well.
The exact same thing.
Okay, I'm not going to get into that right now, but what I was trying to explain, okay, what I was trying to explain here is that, basically, this guy utilized the subreddit livestream fails for his own purpose, for his favorite content creator Destiny's own purpose. And, you know, banned a bunch of people from the subreddit and consistently botted and brigaded certain posts against Destiny's enemies over and over again. In many instances, leaned into like, propaganda that was pro-Israel because Destiny's pro-Israel. Like, I don't even know what this person's like, if this guy has his own opinion on things outside of what Destiny believes, but like, his primary purpose on LSF was to, whoever was saying like, fuck Hasan, Hasan's a terrorist, he would boost it, right? Jay Stalk, 2024 DGGer of the Year, was head of the Hasan bad propaganda with Dan Stalkman. Even he says all of it was bullshit. Stale was too deep in the cult. Yeah, JSTLK was the previous DGGer of the Year, and now I think he is one of the orbiters who actually turned on Destiny and is actively trying to pull people out of said cult, if I'm not mistaken. I think many of those guys still have like resentment towards me as well, but slowly but surely, some people have awakened from the really toxic way that this cult operates. And have realized that maybe Destiny wasn't the person that he presented himself as. Dan Saltman is the money behind this operation. Jesus, they have alumni? Yes, they do. But in any case, the reason why all of this unfolded and he lost his cherished, coveted position as the top moderator of this live stream fails subreddit. And this is one of the previous moderators of the subreddit, Gisephus, who was ousted from his position when this guy took over. He has also openly stated that the rest of the mod team is still his guys and is openly taunting the Reddit admins. My guess is more mods will be removed. Yeah. The thing is, Reddit knows exactly what's going on. Like Reddit, the actual company, knows LSF is doing this kind of stuff, right? And for the longest time, they haven't actually punished them for brigading, botting, using it as a vehicle for harassment against specific content creators. Part of the reason why they haven't done so is because it drives a lot of traffic, right? It drives a lot of traffic to the website. It keeps people engaged on the website, so they don't really do anything, especially because people don't actually push back too hard on it, right? Because as long as you come after someone like myself and you keep doing that over and over again, you keep doing this like harassment operation over and over again, it's almost like a self-isolated situation. We had a good thing going. We raised $40K for mental health. Yeah. in any case, if there's clicks, then they're happy with it, even though they had a tendency to overlook certain things that he was doing, like, for example, operating a mirror system where he would mirror clips, and then he would actually run ads on the website where he would mirror clips and therefore make money off of the subreddit this way. I think it's a violation of the terms of service. But again, if you're a large enough subreddit, you can do some scams like this without Reddit actually getting too mad. Okay? Have you noticed that every Roach King post is botted? Negative instant downvote and positive upvoted? Yes. This is something that other people that use Reddit frequently have noticed as well. Anywhere around the website, if there is a negative, if there's something that presents Asmongold in a negative light, it instantly gets botted. It bot downvoted. If there's anything that presents him in a positive light, it instantly gets upvoted. The thing is, that's not even Asmongold's doing, though. That's Kick. It's Kick. Kick does that. Kick also heavily upvotes all the LSF posts. It's not an accident that so many random streamers that are associated with Kick or are Kick streamers have been frequently upvoted on on LSF over and over again. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't matter. He does a 21-minute video. There's full details of the scam and his removal that was covered on another subreddit called Subreddit Drama. Popular subreddit livestream fail mods and mythic talent streamers were promoting a shady website and contest, and users were not having it. Then contest website and social media was erased, and the head moderator was removed. Popular streamer Extra Emily, among other streamers from the Mythic Talent Agency, which Asmongold owns, by the way, I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't that talent agency that Asmongold owns? Started promoting a website and contest called $1 Million Fan. He's a part owner of it. $1 Million Fan.show, now gone, but can be seen here, with a $20 million prize pool. Subreddit Livestream Fail head mod created a post promoting and sponsoring the website and contest here. This post was now removed, right? It was locked and removed by the moderator. The user started saying after some quick research that this looked like a scam, and the moderator removed the comments criticizing the contest. Popular YouTube personality Moist Critical made a video about the website and the content itself, calling it feels like a scam. He pointed out this content raised a ton of red flags. The main image was AI generated, said the prize pool is absurdly big with no idea who's hosting the content. Who's hosting the contest, and the sponsors are mostly unknown or downright fake.
Yeah, I'm in a bucket hat.
Shouts out to Charlie. Shouts out to Moist Critical, by the way. Still calling balls and strikes. You know, I'm happy that he's out there doing the damn thing. Sponsors are mostly unknown or downright fake. The concept is fans submitting clips and they get chosen to go to a mansion to participate with their streamer in an IRL contest, and you can also buy entries via the website. Another post is created in the subreddit where the users criticize Extra Emily and the livestream fail moderators. A few hours later, the website and all social media for the contest were removed or closed without any notice. Okay? $1 Million Fan MDF reality show, a show promoted by Livestream Fail along with several creators from Mythic Talent, has seemingly deleted their Discord, closed their Twitter account, and had the LSF mod delete the promotion. This after one of the creators involved, Extra Emily, claimed she had no idea what she was promoting and did zero research on it. Many had asked her whether this was a scam. The rapid deletion of everything feels like there may indeed have been something nefarious going on here. So let's watch the Charlie video on this 3 days ago.
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Now, a buddy of mine just sent me something that I can promise you no one's having fun with except the people that were paid to promote it.
Yeah, there's a new video that he uploaded about the Reddit mod as well, which we will watch as well after we watch the Reddit mod himself.
It is called $1 Million Fan.
I gotta pee.
It is a show which is pitching a $20 million prize pool for what seems to be a load of horseradish. And in case you were wondering, yes, that is an AI mansion on their front page of this contest. At least from everything I can tell, it's an AI-generated mansion. Which immediately should let you know that you're dealing with some high-quality content here. No reason not to trust that. I can't believe anybody would be pitched this and actually think it's legitimate. Like, it takes 3 seconds of looking on their website to smell the poop. It is unbelievably foul. Like, there is no world where this happens. To put in perspective that prize number, $20 million, that is significantly more than Mr. Beast's Amazon show and would make it by far the highest grand prize pool in any kind of like reality game show history, pretty much. All for what I believe to be terrible concept for a show as well, about streamers' fans submitting clips and then I guess going to a mansion or something. I'm still a little confused because the information they offer is just fucking nonsensical. Like, I feel like I have to be on Fint to even begin to process the words that I'm reading and what is supposed to be a contest. So I want to go through this. I want to really get into the weeds here, because this is mind-bogglingly stupid. This is a special kind of scam that I just can't even picture someone falling for. Yet, some streamers have publicly promoted it. I'm assuming they were paid to do so by their talent agency, who was approached by whoever's behind the $1 Million Fan Show to do this. So I imagine some people buy into it, which I can't wrap my noodle around that. This is like the Fire Festival of streamer shows, but even more outrageously fucking dumb. They have a streamers section here, and I'm guessing they were all paid to endorse this, and I know in Extra Emily's case, she just had a statement on her stream after her community was letting her know that they believe she had just promoted a scam to them with hawking $1 Million Fan Club. So we'll go over her statement here towards the end of the video. Checking in on the About Us section offers more questions than answers. It's so fucking useless here. You get about as much lore here as you do for the old Urgot League of Legends write-up, where it basically just said Urgot has a dark and mysterious past. So $1 Million Fan is a high-stakes reality television competition built around one simple idea: the fans deserve a seat at the table. Created at the intersection of modern creator culture and large-scale unscripted entertainment, $1 Million Fan brings everyday fans face-to-face with the creators they support, competing together in real-world challenges for life-changing prizes. This is not a meet and greet, and it's not passive fandom. It's participation, pressure, and performance. This feels like it's an AI-generated About Us section. Each season pairs selected fans with major online creators in a fully produced, on-location competition environment. Contestants are tested physically, mentally, and strategically across a series of escalating challenges designed to reward adaptability, teamwork, and resilience. The result is a show that feels authentic, unpredictable, and genuinely earned. $1 Million Fan is produced with the same standards as top-tier television professional crews, rigorous safety protocols, transparent rules, and a clear separation between entertainment and fair competition. No purchase is required to apply or enter. Fan participation pathways are designed to be accessible, compliant, and audience-first. At its core, $1 Million Fan exists to redefine the relationship between creators and their communities. Fans are no longer just viewers, they are competitors. Creators are no longer just personalities, they are teammates. Every moment is rooted in real stakes, real people, and real outcomes. This is reality television built for the internet generation, bigger, bolder, and centered on the people who made creator culture possible in the first place. So who the fuck are you, by the way? This is the About Us section, but you've only told us, like, I guess the elevator pitch on the show. Who is putting this on?
How do people fall for this? I mean, if the talent agency is giving money to content creators and they don't give a shit. I decided to be more vocal about free Palestine IRL, and my local convenience store owner gave me a big hug and cried today. Thanks for advocacy and helped me wake the fuck up. Thank you. You're welcome, Chatter. I'm proud of you. The site domains were bought a few months ago and only indexed by archivers the day after it launched. They only bought the domain for a year. All of them were registered outside the US, likely EU. Yeah, it's fine. I have a typo on my Twitch. I can't fucking edit it, unfortunately.
$20 million coming from? Who is the professional television crew here working on this? Like, this is not providing any actual information about the team behind Million Dollar Fan. That should immediately raise some red flags that they're not front-facing with who is even putting this on in the first place or where this prize purse is coming from. Their About Us section is fundamentally just like a high schooler that's cramming for a summer reading book report where they're trying to meet the word count. This should immediately be raising red flags and have you ask.
I'm going to be fair and balanced and say something controversial. In the era where so many of the tricksters and con men engage in NFT scams and shit coins, I like a good deal. I like to see an old-fashioned one, you know? Even if it's being conducted entirely by all of the most repulsive figures online who fucking despise me, I just gotta say, fair is fair. I've said time and time again, I love old-fashioned scams. Okay, and this is a more old-fashioned scam. You know, this grimy Reddit moderator loser is doing scams the old-fashioned way. Okay, good old hustle. Good old hustle, baby. Yeah, this 97-year-old grifter still runs scams the old-fashioned way, and I fucking love that.
Asking some questions like, why are they not being more forward with who is behind this? Is it the fucking Rockefellers? Like, whose identity are they protecting? The Elusive Man or something from Mass Effect? Like, where is this coming from? Who is putting this on and who is putting this together? This About Us section is nothing but meaningless fluff gobbledygook that doesn't actually answer anything or provide any real valuable information about this production and who's responsible for it. And then when you go further to their partners section, they have like a couple of brands listed here. Their 3 listed affiliates are Malwarebytes, Hide Me, and then that mystery affiliate in the middle there is StubHub. Have to click on it to find that information out. I was a little nervous that I was about to have my fucking identity stolen or something, clicking on a random image from a sketchy website that links me to something outside of it. And their Proud Partners section actually had me laugh out loud, audibly giggling, not just blowing air out of my nose. I literally laughed a hearty ho 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 like Santa Claus when I saw Livestream Fail is listed as a proud partner of Million Dollar Fan. And so I went to Livestream Fail, and they actually even had a big post announcing this to try and get people to sign up for it. So I guess they're like an official partner of Million Dollar Fan.
Do you guys want to know another fucking insane thing about this Reddit moderator, by the way? A while back when Destiny got into legal trouble for, filming people that he was having sex with without their consent and filming people that he was having sex with their consent. And then that whole ordeal took place. And then some of the victims sued Destiny. And in the process of that court case, they found out that Destiny had actually procured child sexual abuse material from an underage girl. When all that stuff was happening and everyone was obviously clowning on him for they're calling him a pedophile, calling him a sex pest and stuff like that. This moderator that we were talking about, Stale, right? That moderator realized that it was very difficult for Destiny to find allies on the internet. Okay? And what's so crazy about this is he was so high on the amount of influence that he felt like he commanded because he was the top moderator of Livestream Fails, okay, that he actually tried to find within Destiny's community other content creators that he could hype up by utilizing LSF. Okay? Straight up. He was like, I want to find someone in Destiny's community to make famous with Livestream Fails as a mechanism to like promote them. So the person that they went after, the person that he found was some other random content creator. Okay. I forget what they're called. I think, no, it wasn't Lonerbox. Lonerbox didn't work. Hutch didn't work. They tried to like promote Hutch a lot. They tried to promote Lonerbox a lot and it didn't fucking work. And I think the name was what? Food Shops. There was this content creator that was in DGG, Destiny's Cult, named Food Shops. Okay. And his theory was that if he promotes people that aren't like directly related to Destiny, that he could have more allies. Here it is. I mean, there's a full 11-minute video on this.
Okay.
Even better. So the short story.
Everyone go make clips or whatever and post them on LSF. The top mod of that subreddit really wants it for some reason. I don't know. Post a clip a day and I'll play it on stream if it's interesting. I don't know. This guy really wants it, but post it on the hashtag clips and it would be chill. Also, it would piss off Hasan and other streamers. Okay? And the reason why they wanted to present this person as like a new content creator was twofold. One, because they wanted to see if they could just like make another popular content creator just off of this subreddit alone, right? And the other reason was because Destiny was running out of orbiters and running out of like content creators that have at least their own organic audiences, because they were all literally attacking him because he fucked all of his orbiters and then fucked them over and, you know, and fucked his orbiters' girlfriends, you know what I mean? Like, he was just a horrible monster, right? To so many of these other people inside of this fucking literal cult, that some of the members of said cult were like, okay, this is a bridge too far, right? How you got haters you don't know about? Oh, dude, come on. I have so many fucking haters that I don't know about. So that was the reason, because he was like, there's too much stink associated with Destiny. We need new people to defend him, okay? We need new people to defend him, so we'll just find someone within the community, prop them up, present them as like new content creators that are not like directly associated with Destiny to defend Destiny on LSF. 117 is when he starts talking about it.
So the short story is, I am looking to see if it's possible to like artificially create like a drama champion. And I want to use
No, come on. What? Why? What's up?
The short story is like, do you have like clip style content? What I want to do is I want to see if it's possible to like take a streamer and post like a clip a day of like some drama related content to Livestream Fail, and I want to see like what that does. You know, Livestream Fail gets millions of views every day, even for like the small clips. And I don't know, because you were like blowing up in DGG, and so I thought like, okay, the audience would kind of like you, and it's like cool content that's tangential to Destiny, but not Destiny. Basically, I'm trying to diversify the content in Livestream Fail.
Did I even remotely exaggerate this, by the way? My summarization is almost verbatim. I mean, I'm paraphrasing what he was saying, but like, that guy that we were just looking at, the subreddit owner here, okay? That's the one who's talking to, these are both people in Destiny's cult, and they're talking to one another. You left out details. She is an admitted pedophile. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's also that as well. Apparently, this person got outed as a pedophile. Yeah. So the guy that, like, the person that the subreddit owner was trying to highlight as, in his words, not mine, drama champion, turns out that they were a pedophile, which is, you know, I guess it is what it is. So it didn't really work. It didn't really work. It didn't work at all. Not outed, they admitted it. Okay. She self-admitted. Well, it turns out there are ops that I don't even know exist out there, but one thing is a guarantee: they are going to be sex criminals in some variety, some way, shape, or form. This is like the primary driving force behind almost all of my ops. You know, if you exist for a long enough timeline and you're an op of mine, you end up getting into trouble in this way somehow. I don't know why. But in any case, like I said, this is like his theory. He's trying to create like a drama champion in his own words.
Tangential to Destiny, but not Destiny. Basically, I'm trying to
I
diversify
don't
the
get what
content in
you're
the live stream.
proposing. I don't get what you're proposing. Are you saying
Okay.
like you're
Do you have clip style content? I'm
No.
proposing your audience makes 30-second clips and post one clip a day to
No.
live stream.
no?
You don't wanna
Is there content like that of me out there? I mean, I guess like whenever I make fucking weird sounds into the microphone, they clip that. But like outside of that, there is.
Anyway, so that also didn't work. But the reason why I showed you that is not only because it's like another perfect point of evidence that shows you how this guy operates, right? This guy's stale, how he operates, and how he's using the subreddit for like a very specific purpose, to you know, help Destiny out in whichever ways he can. But the other reason why I showed you this is because it kind of gives you an understanding of what his mentality is, like the God complex that he developed off of like a crumb of influence that he was wielding, I guess. So it was only a matter of time until he got into trouble such as this. So here he is talking about the influence that he wields in Destiny's community, DGG. I don't want to be an influencer. I want to have influence. There's a difference. ... Talking like he's fucking Orochimaru or something in a online group chat that is centered around a cult around one individual content creator who was, you know, been outed for sex crimes. I don't want to be an influencer. Influencers are clowns that dance to their audiences. Instead, I want to have influence. There's a big difference. Bro, I worked at Twitch for 4 years. People there obsess over the subreddit. I have been meeting with executives about LSF. Yes, LSF matters. And yes, people in charge look at it. That's the influence I am talking about. Okay? Like, when we make jokes about like Reddit moderators and how fucking insane like the loser mentality is that moderators have sometimes, like this is a person who is living it, okay? In a community that is comprised entirely of people that actually farm karma almost professionally, even though they make no money off of it. This is a very real thing in an unfortunate dark corner of the fucking internet, okay? I like Orochimaru. Why did he compare this incel to him? Yeah, LSF mods are getting paid to promote posts and nobody talks about it. I mean, I don't know if they're also getting paid on top of that, but this has been going on for quite a while is what I'm saying. It was always an influence peddling operation. But obviously he got so full of himself that he took a shot in the dark to make some real money, and it very quickly imploded.
And I was reading the comments from like one of the mods there that was talking about it, and it seems like he's completely fucking clueless on what's even going on in regards to this whole thing. So I don't exactly understand their role in this, or like who's pulling the strings there. The puppet master at LSF that's partnering with $1 Million Fan, but the mods don't even seem to be on the same page there and don't have any real answers. Then going to IRL buffs is like going to a barren wasteland. This whole website is completely empty. It's like Squidward going to that room to be all alone. This feels like it's a prototype that was thrown together in like a handful of minutes just for the sole sake of existing on the $1 Million Show site. I'm pretty sure that's an AI-generated image there as well for their products like
Yeah, every thread on LSF has an auto-stickied post, okay? Stable Ronaldo reacts to Hasan's disappointment in him collabing with Aiden Ross. Dan can't stream. Wonder what Hasan actually likes about Khamenei. Streamer gets threatened. Some real live stream fails. A lot of kick clips as well. Excuse me, mistakenly confuses Jewish people with the Amish. Asmongold reacts to the Democratic Senator Fetterman defending ICE. Some I show speed clips. Oh, wow. This is a lot more diverse. A lot more diverse than the last time I went on here, okay? But when you go to the actual fucking, when you go to the actual clip itself, the post itself, We don't get paid. LSF the virtue signal. What the fuck? I love you, question mark. Okay. But there is a mirror. And when you click on the mirror, it goes to a different website. And from what I understand, there's ad revenue on this website, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. This is one of the leftover DGGer mods. Ban him. I'm not going to ban him. I don't give a shit if he's in here in the chat or not. LSF the virtue signal. In any case, didn't they used to post only direct clips, links from Twitch on that subreddit before straight up posting videos that could be edited? Yes. So throughout time, they changed a bunch of the fucking rules in the subreddit. First, it was like no politics. Then they were like, okay, yes, politics. Then they banned me. I made a plea to the mods to be like, ban me, please. I'm brigading openly today, so you ban me. Did they ban me? And then obviously a lot of their fucking activity went down, so they unbanned me so they could continue the harassment. And basically to this day, they've never stopped. And ultimately, they changed the they changed the rules over and over again. Now you can post edited clips on there, which is why there's so many edited clips. If you recall a while ago, I was talking about the Zoran Mamdani election night because I was confused as to why so many people were coming in here and being like, oh, Zoran owned you, like he hates you, right? And I was like, the fuck are these people talking about? It turns out they edited a clip on LSF and then they bass boosted it to make it seem like I was actually, not invited to the Zoran election victory campaign party. I have a 6-hour stream where I was at the election victory campaign party, and yet everyone that only went to this fucking subreddit got a totally alternative version of events. So there are a lot of people that actually sit there and just look at this kind of stuff and don't do anything else about it. Yeah, Hutch believes he caught Hasan using a shock collar once again. Hutch is like, what, a 300 viewer content creator? 16,000 views. Okay? There was one Asmongold in here. Misgive asked Sneeko for a gambling collab. Extra Emily. XQC promotes. Young Fika stops someone from starting a fire on stream. Hasan says America's far worse than the Iranian government despite the estimates of over 12,000. Like, see, it's stuff like this. It's always stuff like this. Right? Dan from Anything Else podcast calls out Extra Emily. You don't get to play dumb. Asmongold finds out how many times Kaya gets to move in a Hasan Piker broadcast. Iranian chatter calls out Hasan Piker for dehumanizing the people of Iran. Hasan proceeds to explain he's the one trying to offer freedom for the Iranian population. Look at this. Anyway, so it's obsessed. It's obsessive. It's fucking crazy. But it is by design, right? Those are all the top posts of just this week. Just this week. So I stopped looking at LSF a while ago, and I think many other streamers also have stopped looking at LSF because of this reason, because it became like a normie repellent trash fire, right? But there are still people who basically use it as an entry point into getting into Reddit r/all, okay? And that's what they still use it as. So these communities, they're not very big, but they are very active, right? They're very passionate and they're very active. But because they're not very big, they have to lean into much larger platforms. So one of the easiest ways to do that is through Reddit, which is endlessly brigadable and very easy to like dominate a conversation around. And a lot of slop tubers actually rely on Reddit. They basically plagiarize Reddit talking points in general for many of their videos. So all the drama tubers, they look at LSF quite a bit. And that's why it ends up forming whatever kind of content they're going to make. But basically, this is what it is. This is how LSF has operated for like the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, top posts. this past year, number 1, number 3, number 7, number 13, number 18, number 19, number 20 are all Kaya posts. Number 9 is the fake Zoran party post. I mean, how can you look at this as anything but like a straight up harassment operation? Okay, because if you look at how people reflect on what I'm doing, right? 82,000 upvotes. If you look at like Hasan knows shot dog Ramon on stream, one Jack Doherty clip, Kaya's positioning throughout the entire day. Hasan takes a picture with Kaya with a fan on the streets in Ireland. Another edited video, by the way. They could have easily just posted a video from my stream, but they posted the video that's edited. Okay, Hasan gets denied VIP seating in Zoran Mamdani election stream. There's literally a time on it. Like there's a time code on it. And the time code on it specifically shows that they edited it. They chopped this video up in a way to make it seem like, I was denied entry or some shit to the Zoran Mamdani party. A party that I went to, like a party that I was at for fucking 4 hours. So Amarant's husband, Nick, dresses up as Hasan's dog, Kaya, at TwitchCon. You need to put a time code on your face so they can't manipulate it. Brother, you just saw a video that is manipulated with the time code on screen. It doesn't matter. So the point is, I don't want to accidentally step on you, especially while I'm talking about this. The point is, like, they've been doing this for years and years and years and years, right? And it has never really stopped. It hasn't really had the impact that they wanted, right? I haven't killed myself. I haven't quit what I'm doing. My audience has not diminished at all, right? But they still keep at it because for them, it's like one day it might work. For them, or even the mere recognition that this stuff is something that I'm aware of is enough. Because at the end of the day, this is the guy running the operation, okay? And this is his attitude. I don't want to be an influencer. I want to have influence. There's a difference. For a lot of people that go on Twitch, the medium here is very different than any other form of entertainment because there's back and forth feedback. You can directly change the content that you're watching by communicating with the content creator that is delivering the entertainment. This is very new. This is very different. So there is a parasocial element associated with it, right? And what is the best possible way that you can directly influence the life of the content creator that you're watching? Maybe hating, right? A content creator that you absolutely fucking despise. Me. By trying to ruin their life. You banned me like 5 years ago. I was being uncharitable, and LSF turned it into a clip that got like 150K views. Nerds on Reddit messaged me for like a week over it, all over a misunderstanding. Yeah. This is a outrage manufacturing machine. And the reality is, like, a lot of those clips that actually go viral, because Stale is right, they do actually, the subreddit does have the capacity to influence Twitch decisions. Right? LSF is the reason why I got banned for saying cracker. Because they fucking uploaded a bunch of clips over and over again to be like, this guy is the biggest racist of all time, all this stuff. And Twitch responded to that pressure. Didn't even think about how fucking stupid that might look to other adults in the real world. Right? I got banned for 7 days for anti-white racism. And that was because of LSF, Hummus Tier List, all these other, like, all these people that have been banned because they put it on public freakout and the comments were wildly different, being like, what C word? That one? Lol, exactly. So in this like hyper isolated, insulated environment, right? They do have the capacity to change, people's lives for at least a little bit, right? When Asman said that shit about CCOD, he did not get a single LSF post, not a word about it. Yeah. So that's part of the reason. Yeah, the Rick Scott clip also was on LSF as well. I used to think you were a Radlib bimbo before I started watching you, after which I realized you have great commentary, a lot of false framing out there. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. That's what it's for. For many people, they don't have the fucking time to actually, browse through what people's commentary looks like. So they just lean into like whatever the crowd is saying. And if you can manipulate what the crowd is saying and thinking by brigading a subreddit like LSF, and then have a bunch of other YouTubers that like lean into whatever is going on said subreddit, then a lot of people's takeaway is going to be, oh yeah, this guy is a radlib, or this guy's reactionary, this guy's this guy's that. It's really funny because if you get involved in controversy, people hate for a minute, then it comes out half of them are just joking, 1/3 became fans, 1/3 never really cared, and 1/3 just wanted some drama, and then like 2 people become haters law, but more people become fans or just don't really care about than anything. Yeah. I mean, even Kayagate, that one is the most like resilient one, right? They keep trying to farm that over and over again. And at this point, the only people who are still grabbing onto that desperately are people who are either pro-Israel, pro-pedophilia, or pro-Donald Trump. That's pretty much it.
Tilt and aimbot. Like, this whole thing is extremely sketchy to me. There's like no actual information on this website at all. It is just trash. And then their third listed partner, the VGS Robot Wars or whatever, that doesn't go anywhere. You can click the image, but nothing happens. So when it says coming soon, it literally means coming soon. One of their partners, they're still imagineering right now. They have the concept of a partner, but it doesn't actually exist. It's this whole thing. I truly don't know how anyone could be pitched this and just say like, oh yeah, I'll put my name on that. Now I ended up making an account, Gilman Tookus. I used 10-minute mail. I set up my account. And it seems like there's a lot of monetization here. So you can buy some emote packs, up to $5.50 worth of creator emote packs, which give you 10 entries into the competition. But they do explicitly make clear numerous times, no purchase is necessary to enter, but kind of nudging you a little bit to maybe make a couple purchases. But you can't legally require a payment. You can't legally require someone to buy something in order to enter into some shit like this. So that's there to cover their own ass in the eyes of the law, but they do very much try and incentivize you to spend money here for the $1 Million Fan Show. Going to their official rules, I thought for a brief moment I was going to learn more about the sponsor here, but it's talked so vaguely that it sounds like a Destiny 2 raid boss. The sponsor, $1 Million Fan Reality Show, Inc., referred to herein as $1 Million Fan or the sponsor, is a Canadian for-profit corporation operating as a technology and media company that organizes and promotes sweepstakes events. The sponsor operates sweepstakes and skill-based contest experiences and separately
All right, so is this whole thing just a scam?
who kind of just protect.
Like, he just talks about how this is a scam. Charlie unlocked the new armor slot. Nice bucket hat. How has Emily not lost all of her wealth to a phishing scam yet? He says he's in the bucket hat before I even processed it. So it's a scam, right? We know that already. We know that by the way that they tried to. They tried to defend it, right? Cover their tracks. So a few hours later, website and all social media content, or social media for the contest were removed or closed without any notice. X.com, MDF reality show, Instagram page, TikTok page, YouTube page, all of that. Moist Critical has made a follow-up video calling it a scam all along, saying the streamers were probably under the impression that this was Amazon backed, but it turns out maybe it wasn't. Today, the head moderator of LSF was removed by the admins from the subreddit moderation team. Okay. Highlights of comments from the first thread: 20 million grand prize in using AI stock mansion. Shaking my head. Remove comments. How much is the mod team being paid for this collaboration? Hiding comments, calling this out for what it is. What? XQC? Why are you adding XQC? Why are you adding XQC in my chat, calling him pathetic for not being a speedrunning champion? It's the wrong chat, chatter. Anyway, This has to be a joke, right? So the sponsors just affiliate links with some supplements, a PC shop, and a subreddit. Where the fuck is the 20 million coming from again? Like, these are all the comments that were deleted, right? Did some digging on this and found a few things that seem worth noting. Legal documents appear to be copied from Omaze, the celebrity sweepstakes company that faced lawsuits and paused U.S. operations in 2023. It's 100% a scam. All of this was deleted. Yeah, XQC L Speedrunner, if he's watching right now. If you're watching and live reacting. So now we will watch. Oh yeah, here are the updates for the record. So, you know, all these people are calling out that it's a fucking scam, and of course the moderators are deleting it. Another thing that the moderators love deleting is whenever you call Destiny a pedophile, or if you say anything negative about Destiny, they love deleting those comments too, for the record. Many of the people in this community have probably been banned at one point or another for being like, hey, isn't this guy a pedophile? Or, hey, didn't this guy procure CSAM? Yeah, I'm permabanned from Illicit for talking about these sex crimes because the entire subreddit moderation team, under the guidance of this person that we're about to watch, okay, this person that is close friends and associates with Dan Saltman, Destiny's money machine, basically, a 60-year-old loser who owns redact.dev. I think one of the last remaining sponsors of the Ethan Klein podcast, H3H3 podcast, okay? Stale 2000, all username Tarot_card, has previously won streamer Destiny's DGGer of the Year award. He's close friends with both Destiny and Dan Saltman, coordinating to use the subreddit to push clips attacking enemies like Hasan Piker while promoting Destiny. Anyone who talks about this issue without bringing this aspect up most likely doesn't know it, right? They most likely are unaware of it. But now you're aware of it, okay? So without further ado, let's take a look at how he defended himself in this clip. A message to the Reddit CEO, Spez, from r/livestreams moderators, former top mod.
Spez, Mr. CEO of Reddit, I hope you have received this public video that I have created and sent to you via your email. If not, I hope anybody who cares about the topic in this video can get this to him in any way that you can. This video is about a topic of deadly seriousness, and that is of Reddit moderation and the state of your platform. But first, some background. I'm Brian, or Stale 2000, or Tarot Card. I was the top moderator of your #1 gaming subreddit, r/livestreamfail, before I was recently removed from that position by the Reddit Code of Conduct team. I became a Reddit moderator for one reason, and that is because I think that Reddit communities and correspondingly its moderators have massive power and influence, and for some reason, nobody seems to notice, care, or take this seriously. Least of all, its moderators or the company. In this video, I will go over why I believe this, and I will also talk about a code of conduct moderation action that was taken against me due to good faith mistakes that I believe were caused by a clear lack of direct material support that the company gives its moderators. I will end the video by talking about what you, Spez, can do to fix this problem, as well as what I and other communities can do in case Reddit does not solve this very serious mismanagement problem regarding the lack of support that is given to moderators. First, I will go over the code of conduct action and why I was removed as the top moderator of r/livestreamfail. This sounds like stupid internet drama, I know, but I'm going to talk about how this is a very clear example about how Reddit's mistakes causes very serious problems to Reddit's community and the company as a whole.
I don't know why he just doesn't shave his head. I can't stop. I know this is not the main point, but like, brother, you're not fooling anybody. You know what I mean? Like, why don't you just shave it? It's fine. Let it go. Dude, I could change this motherfucker's life, okay? Shave the head, grow the beard. I'll put you on a fucking diet plan. I'll put you on a fitness plan. I swear to God, you will never make a 20-minute video like this ever again. Like, how do you live like this? I don't understand. And it's not even the hair anymore. I'm just talking in general. Like, how do you get to a point in your life where you were working at Twitch and then you became a fucking prominent member of an online sex cult and then decided to become the top moderator of a very popular subreddit fucking ruin it because, you know, you wanted to make your cult leader feel better about himself by attacking his fucking primary enemies, including, you know, myself, over and over and over again, fail spectacularly throughout the entire process, and then get so big for your own britches that you decide, oh, I can pull a fucking fast one and I can make some money on the side too. I mean, this is my shit. Lose your fucking moderator position, and instead of going, you know what? I have to change everything that led me to this place in my life. Instead of doing that, you fucking doubled down and made the least self-aware video that anyone has ever made. Oh my God, every skill check in your life leading up to this moment, you fucking failed. Like, really? You couldn't roll a nat 20 once? One time. I want to help him, man. I really do. I want to help you, brother. I want to help you. I know you feel like you've been a thorn in my side, but I do actually feel kind of bad. Yes, this guy can be a 7-2. Anyone can. I just don't get it.
What happened? There was an announcement related to a live stream related game show called $1 Million Fan. It was basically a game show like Survivor or Big Brother where fans of a streamer compete in different challenges with an influencer or a streamer for various prizes.
He was on top. I feel for him. The top mod put respect on it. He was on top. He made it to fucking the peak of Mount Everest, dude. He was commanding legions. He had influence. He didn't want to be an influencer. He wanted to influence the influencers. And he did, a puppet master. But then everything was taken from me. Everything was taken from me. Ah!
Prizes. The kicker here is that there was a grand prize of $20 million, supposedly. This was supposedly going to be aired on Amazon Prime, and it was also confirmed to be including a couple of mid-sized and large streamers like Alexandra and Andrea Botez, Extra Emily, Canute, and a few others. Additionally, the
Hasan is an 8.5 in most places, but a 9 in some. And by that, I mean the gay community. Thank you, chatter. I don't know what the fuck this even means, but thank you, I guess.
The opportunity was supposedly brought to these streamers by a company called Mythic Talent, which is a well-respected streamer agency that represents hundreds of live streamers. I heard about the game show a few hours after it got announced by a couple major live streamers. It sounded like the perfect type of content for a live stream fail. I mean, reality TV, game show, live streaming, gaming, that's perfect for LSF, which is about fun, crazy content about kind of live streaming gamers.
Fun, perfect content about live streaming and gamers. Bro, touching grass, you have to inhale grass for the next week after this one. You need a shower after watching this.
So when I heard about this, I was very excited. I immediately reached out to the organizers to see if we could set up some sort of a collaboration.
I like that you can see his forehead from the motion smoothing filter that he put on himself, but like it still seeps through it, you know what I mean?
Immediately reached
Anytime
out to
he
the
moves his
organizers.
eyebrows. Why did he do this? Like, why? Like, these two things don't make sense, right? If you're going to go with that haircut, you can't also be aware of your looks to a certain degree that you were like using the fucking skin smoothing filter, right? Like you're throwing me, you're fucking me up, dude. I just don't even understand. Like, what is it? Do you care about the way you look and the way you're presenting yourself, or do you not care about the way you look and the way you present yourself? I just don't understand. Throw me in for a loop. Is that the word? I don't even know. I've lost the capacity to speak the English language after watching this video.
Moderators being paid, basically none of anything like that, just fun, cool stuff for...
He's baby maxing. He's goo goo gaga filled. Pilled. This is the respected agency he's talking about. OTK Streamers Asmongold tips out co-founder a new management firm, Mythic Talent. Yeah, Asmongold is a co-owner of Mythic Talent, by the way.
Community in the subreddit. For collaborations, the first obvious thing that came to mind was how do we get their content on the subreddit? Either some super fans or some editors could clip some cool hype moment from the show and then post it to the subreddit. But I also had a stretch goal, and that was, what if LSF could be part of the show in some way? I don't know, there could be like a LSF-themed best clip contest. Like contestants compete in one of the kind of small challenges, they make the best clip, and then somebody kind of wins a prize at the end. It was a stretch goal though. So I reached out to the organizers, and to my surprise, they immediately understood what LSF was, what power it had, and they even agreed to the stretch goal of like the cool competition to have in the actual show. From my perspective, this felt like one of the coolest things that a subreddit has ever done. I mean, being in a freaking reality TV show in a topic that's directly related.
They're calling him the least self-aware man. Not even in America, but like this is the equivalence of the guy who's like, I'm a 37-year-old who looks like a 17-year-old model. Like this is the Reddit version of that TikToker. You know what I'm talking about? You missed the filter glitching? Okay, stop. You know what I'm talking about? You must have seen this dude I'm talking about. You need to see this dude I'm talking about, okay? Someone link it to me, please. I refuse to believe this is not satire. This is Tim Heidecker 2.0. No, this is like... this... Chatter, I just gave you literally like the background for this reason because I knew that this was going to come across as insane. Okay. See, there you go. 1 week after the Hasanabi diet program. Yeah, this guy. I'm 35, but looks like 17.
6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Like that's Low Kirk. That's him. Like where the fuck did the video go? I lost it. I have so many goddamn tabs open. Okay. But yeah, there's a reason why I gave you all this background so you understand that like he is absolutely not joking. Like
to the subreddit, how awesome. And then, you know, maybe I could leverage this to get even more opportunities either for our subreddit or for other subreddits across the entire platform. That's how I felt, at least.
He's like, I wasn't doing this just for me. I was doing this for all moderators out there. You gave me the sword and I was using it with honor.
And that's clearly not how it worked out. After they agreed to kind of a couple of these kind of requests that I had in my stretch goal, they immediately started moving very quickly. We wrote up an announcement and they wanted this out within like 24 hours. So we quickly worked to make an announcement together, and I posted it the next day. When I posted it, everybody in the comment section immediately yelled, scam, 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 scam. This initially didn't actually worry me because no matter what we do, people call it a scam. I mean, I've done AMAs with the Twitch CEO. People called that a scam. And I was also thinking like multiple major live streamers were involved. Mythic Talent was involved. Surely they had done their due diligence, right? Additionally, the thing that people were the most skeptical about was the $20 million grand prize. This initially confused me as well, but once I heard that, Amazon Prime was allegedly involved, my initial concerns were assuaded. I mean, think about it. Amazon Prime has spent lots of money on tons of shows, and, I didn't necessarily think that the show was worth $20 million, but, that doesn't mean that Amazon Prime wouldn't fund it. And, if LSF was involved, maybe it would actually succeed. Maybe my involvement alone could make the $20 million kind of investment worth it. Who knows? At least that's what I thought. Now, here comes the next part of the story, when things get a little crazy. The next day, a major live streamer who was involved in the show Extra Emily, said on her stream that she kind of saw all of these comments about people calling it a scam, and they even saw that LSF was involved, and this was apparently unacceptable to her, so much so that she was considering kind of dropping out of the show or kind of looking in to see.
My theory is that Reddit doesn't actually care about the scam. Shit like that gets promoted every day. They just wanted to get rid of a dude that's responsible for turning a major subreddit into a fucking brigading machine that's liable to lawsuits. Maybe this might have been what like pushed them over the edge, but the rest of his moderation team is still his guys. So it's not like the LSF subreddit is going to change its attitude. They might even make it seem like they have a variety of different content for a little bit, but like when the time comes, they'll still keep pushing it in the same exact way that they were. Because I need you to understand something, okay? A guy who is this crazy doesn't just fucking magically go away, and this kind of craziness doesn't happen overnight. This is like a byproduct of being in a fucking sex cult for an extended period of time, okay? So all of the other little loyal soldiers that he has at his disposal that are still operating the subreddit are also just as fucking insane. Like, there's no shot. There's no shot that these guys are going to go, all right, you know what? We're going to turn LSF back into what it was. We're just going to have like a diversity of different content. It's not going to be a fucking hate farm for whoever our favorite content creator Destiny's enemies are. It's not. There's no shot that it will stay the old LSF, even if it turned into like the old LSF for like 1 week. They are already banning any posts about the stale video. Nothing is changing. What? This is a totally separate fucking... Oh. Oh, thank you. They're doing a cleanup job for the old mod, even though they said that they were gonna, take a new direction here. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. I mean, it makes sense.
Seeing if kind of the whole thing was a scam or not. After seeing this, I brought the concerns to the organizers, and the organizers told me that they were currently in talks with the agents to resolve this. And they told me in no uncertain terms that the show was not canceled and was still going on. So me being somebody who didn't really have a lot of, information into the situation, and me, trusting these high-powered agents who represent these multi-million-dollar kind of celebrities, I trusted that they would kind of get to the bottom of this and kind of resolve these concerns quickly. During this time period, I saw and deleted a lot of unsubstantiated claims about the show and the mod team. There were accusations that I knew to be untrue, such that, the mod team had accepted bribes or, had some sort of financial involvement with the show. And I knew that they were not true because I was the one who had this idea the entire time, from start to finish. This happened a couple days. And what I can tell you, for those who, may not believe that, for most moderators, I'm a highly paid software engineer working in San Francisco. I do not need to take a couple $1,000 bribes from, random internet scams. Okay. I was doing this because I legitimately, care about the subreddit, and that's why I spend my time on it. I thought it'd be kind of cool events for the sub. I'm talking about this and kind of the deleted comments because this is apparently some...
Bro, that makes it more... I don't even know if I believe that. That is the most unbelievable thing he said. This motherfucker has a fucking job in this economy? God damn. It's the most jobless... How do you have a job and just still have the most jobless thing that you're doing on the internet? How is that even possible? Mate Feed Art, thank you for the 100. Double 100 train, send it. Oh shit, double 100 train, thank you.
Big no-no in the Reddit TOS or something, or maybe it's like an unspoken rule where if you're involved in some sort of promotion and it ends up not working out or ends up being a scam or something, if you have deleted comments that have accused it of being a scam, well that, shows a cover up or some way. It shows malice. Or
it does. What do you mean? Of course it shows malice. And this is not the only thing he's done this for. He's been doing this for years over Destiny. He's been doing this for fucking years. Anytime you say anything about Destiny that's like negative, if you talk about his like active court case, he would fucking yeet you into existence. Remember, this is r/live stream fail. Okay. Obviously, we don't place a lot of fucking, we don't place a lot of emphasis or importance on random subreddits, but it's not r/destiny. You know what I mean? It's not like to the average onlooker, they just think it's just a live stream fail subreddit. Yeeted out of existence. Yes. Sorry. Normal people go there and they don't think that the most online person, the weirdest person on the planet, is operating it for his own like personal sex cult. This is low-key kind of like Falun Gong. You know what I mean? When you watch Shen Yun and you're like, oh, how wonderful, 5,000 years of China. And then slowly but surely you find out, oh my God, it is literally a front for a psychotic cult that has a compound in like upstate New York. This is kind of like that, where you're just scratch the surface a little bit because of some utterly irrelevant, like ridiculous low-level scam that this guy tried to pull off. And then you look at it a little bit more and you're like, what the fuck was this? What is happening here? What have they been doing? Now, obviously, it doesn't really matter because it is, at the end of the day, it is like a low-level scheme to try and fail to disparage the reputation, tarnish the reputation of like, your favorite content creator's like biggest op or something. Like, who gives a shit, right? The reason why I get annoyed with it is because it has like political implications. As I've said over and over again, a lot of random people tune into this fucking subreddit. And if the only thing they're seeing is fuck Hasan and you're a normie, you eventually go, who's another content creator out there that's doing politics? And they arrive at Asmongold. And they slowly but surely become Asmongold pilled and become right-wing fucking demons on the internet. This is precisely what I was talking about for the past couple of years when these dumb fucks were actively coming after me, basically creating a void, creating a market for someone who was like, well, everyone hates this guy. He must be bad. Let me go look for someone else. Okay, well, that someone else is Asmongold. Especially because he was filling the need as a top political content creator. You create the market demand for fuck Hasan content, and he was fulfilling that market demand. And because I'm fucking left-wing, of course, the person who is going to fulfill that market demand is going to be a right-winger. What the fuck did you expect? This is part of the reason why Asmongold blew up. Not only because he's obviously a rapacious grifter who has no interest in real politics or policy at all, which gives him almost a superpower, but, also because he was my primary op on Twitch. They kept saying, why is nobody opposing Hasan? And Asmongold was right there opposing me every day. Well, there you have it. You got your guy that's opposing Hasan. Have fun. That's not the first right-wing shithead that you have actually promoted and created, by the way. Nick Fuentes is another one. Remember, Destiny has collaborated with Sam Hyde, collaborated with Nick Fuentes, all these other fucking people, because he's one-directional. He doesn't care about the impact of his commentary. He just only wants to disparage his enemies that he feels have embarrassed him. And they'll go to this length to do insane shit because this is the modus operandi. This is the way that these guys think.
Or bad faith or something. So that's why I'm kind of talking about this, is because this was specifically a reason that was brought up regarding why I was kicked out as a mod on a live stream fail. And finally, I want to end this part of the story by
I do want to bring up something. A chatter brought this up as well, and it's, I think, really funny. This person filmed this and sent it to the personal email inbox of a fucking CEO, thinking that this was going to convince him that he had made the wrong decision, and I guess like immediately unban him or something. I've never encountered someone with such little self-awareness, and honestly, I respect it. I respect that. This is pretty fire, man. Another resounding DGG victory right here. Please, I urge people that still operate in these fucking weirdo circles. This is what you look like to the outside world. Please, I beg of you. I urge you to go outside. I urge you to fucking try to develop real world relationships and hope that that will snap you out of it, okay? This person is a perfect representation of the fuck Hasan style Redditors out there and all the fuck Hasan style fucking Twitter posters out there. Like, this is the singular human form of all that.
Talking about how Moist Critical made a video critical of the situation. And then about 30 minutes after this kind of video got released, I got reached out by the organizers of the events and told that 5 live streamers in the event had dropped out and that therefore the event was canceled and I should take down the post. In this video that Moist Critical had that was critical of the event, Moist Critical brought up points about how an image on the marketing page was AI generated, or that the domain name was registered in Iceland, or that basically just the whole thing, it smelled bad. That's what he did. He did this motion and he said it smelled bad. But beyond that, it doesn't seem like he did much research. I don't think that he reached out to any of the organizers. He certainly didn't reach out to me. And I mean, I don't know if he reached out to Mythic Talent or any of the streamers. Now I want to stop people here because this is very important. And I think this is something that not a lot of people might have noticed. And that important point is that nothing in this situation has yet to be definitively proven as a scam. I repeat, there is no definitive, at least public information yet, that anything fraudulent, malicious, or illegal has happened in the situation. The only confirmed things that we have right now is that I guess there was a website, looked a little weird, there was some bad publicity, everybody called it a scam, and then a bunch of streamers dropped out, and then the event got canceled, and everybody got refunded. None of this is illegal, none of this is proved to be a scam, at least yet. Maybe I'll eat these words. And yes, in retrospect, there are certainly some things which we could call yellow flags or even red flags. But that being said, I don't want people to go into this thinking that there was some proven malfeasance or something when there really is a possibility that a lot of this could have just been kind of bad organization and things just fell through. Just because something's a bad idea, just because something is misorganized, that doesn't mean that anything illegal happened.
Was he trying to say malfeasance? Malfeasance? What the fuck was that?
Or something, thinking that there was some proven malfeasance or something when there really is a possibility that a lot of this could have just been kind of bad organization and things just fell through. Just because something's a bad idea, just because something is misorganized, that doesn't mean that anything illegal happened. You know, I still haven't gotten confirmation about kind of the Amazon Prime kind of a thing. I think that is the biggest unknown right now is I don't know about this supposed Amazon Prime deal, if it exists or not, because maybe they were in negotiation with them. Maybe a contract was in the works, but hasn't been signed yet. I'm not really.
Brother, why are you still... I mean, I guess he's trying to still make it seem like this was legit. There ain't... What do you mean? Oh, maybe there's still an Amazon play here. Okay, dude,
sure,
yeah.
We'll have to see. And then
that's just as likely as you getting your top moderator position back because the Reddit CEO watched this YouTube video and went, oh my God, I was so wrong about you.
I'll end the story by talking about why I got removed as the top moderator. It's really not a secret or very surprising. I got removed directly for the post that I pinned to the top of the subreddit related to the game show or supposed and alleged scam, as well as kind of for deleting comments that were kind of critical of it. I also want to make a comment about kind of the Reddit code of conduct team as a whole. Reddit has all this flowery language about how kind of the code of conduct team is not here to punish you. It's kind of here to get you to act in good faith. It's here to kind of give you second chances and warnings and all of this stuff. And apparently all of that are lies, because I was not given any second chances. I was not given very much kind of descriptive examples of kind of what I did wrong, or kind of given any ability to kind of defend myself. I was just given a very vague description of, yeah, there's accusations about some fraudulent scam that takes people's money and their PII, which means their name, right? Because you have to sign up with your name to join a contest. And so I have infringed on the code of conduct by promoting a game show where you have to put in your name or something, even though it hasn't really been proved to be.
Okay. Everything that he's repeating here with like, I guess like a sarcastic tone is guilty enough to remove you as a top moderator from a fucking subreddit. Like what? Yeah, man, it was a fucking scam lottery. Like, what are you talking about? Also, it's Reddit. They could have banned you for a million different reasons. They could have banned you for the fucking endless brigading and harassment that LSF has been doing to me and every other fucking person to the left of your favorite content creator, Destiny, for like the last 3 years. They know that shit. You think on the back end they don't have access to how quickly those sorts of edited posts get 3,000 upvotes? Always uploaded in the morning and our time, always uploaded in European nighttime, and instantly in the first fucking 30 minutes gets 3K upvotes. You think Reddit doesn't know when a fucking post is being botted into oblivion or brigaded into oblivion? They didn't even fucking ban you off the platform. Why are you complaining? It's really funny if they actually ban him permanently off the platform and all of his other fucking sock accounts too, because he did this video.
Fraudulent yet. And so it's a little disappointing. Now, here's the most important part of the video, Spez. This is a direct message to you and only you. I want to talk about how this whole situation is a direct result of the lack of support that Reddit, the company, gives to its moderators. Yeah, I did the partnership. Yeah, I didn't look into this as much as I should, and I trusted kind of agencies and live streamers when I should not have. And I did delete comments, which I thought would have been borderline defamatory if the situation wasn't, I guess, a scam, even though it technically hasn't been proven to be a scam yet. But despite all of that, there are still massive kind of like problems at Reddit, the company, due to the lack of support that caused this. But right before
this, I think, is one of the best examples of what happens when you're in the Destiny cult too. You think you can like argue yourself out of every situation. Like, these guys genuinely think like, if I actually unlock logic and reasoning here, everyone else is going to listen to what I have to say and think I'm fucking brilliant and then apologize to me. And you know, I will own you. I will have owned you in the marketplace of ideas. It's like, bro, you're talking to the Reddit CEO in perhaps the most embarrassing format you possibly could about shit that the average person doesn't care about at all. It's fucking crazy. Reddit lies. Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities. Oh, stop.
I go into the specific reasons of how this happened, I want to talk about why this matters in the first place. And this matters because Reddit moderators have power. They have influence. If you are one of the people who is joking about like internet janitor duties or whatever, I'm sorry to tell you, it's funny jokes, but
I will ban you. If you joke about that, I will ban you. I will ban you from my subreddit. Well, I can't ban you off of LSF yet, but any longer, but I will ban you.
You are wrong. Reddit moderation does matter. Reddit moderators have control over millions of impressions per day, and nobody seems to notice or care. Let's just talk about LSF. Think of all the streamer careers that have been created because of LSF. Think about the even larger number of streamer careers that have been destroyed because of LSF, because some clip.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He admitted. He admitted. Fuck. And even then, it's like not. I mean, this is written like a manifesto, but like even then, it's a fucking clown behavior. He's like, I've been using my power to destroy careers. It's like, okay. Okay, buddy.
Went viral about of careers that have been created because of LSF. Think about the even larger number of streamer careers that have been destroyed because of LSF because some clip went viral about like something bad that they did. I have had major live streamers who are effectively celebrities come to me and beg to kind of remove, negative posts about them. An even crazier story is the time when some Twitch employees found me in person and borderline begged me to make sure LSF is not used to destroy the
Bro, you are literally a whole ass freak, dude. Oh my God, he's like nutting off of the fucking minutia of power that he got when he has none, by the way. This example proves why you got removed as the top moderator, dumbass. And the very example of your position being removed by Reddit is proof that you don't actually have power. Your life is meaningless. It's worthless. Why can't you just do this shit for fun? The reason why people clown on moderators and say, oh, you guys are, janitors, you're a fucking idiot, you're a loser, all this shit is because of this. Because under normal circumstances, the reason why you moderate a community or the reason why you moderate a fucking subreddit is because you actually have interest in the subreddit, not because you love the power that you have over all the streamers. I can make and break careers. I can destroy an entire fucking platform. You are the last person that should be moderating anything. You should actually not even be on Reddit to begin with. I think they should ban your whole fucking account. It would be the first step towards a better future for you, okay? What the fuck? The whole point of moderation is that you love a certain subject, okay? And you love the fandom surrounding it. And then you engage with it in order to have like better discussions around it. Like that's the reason. That's the reason why this concept started, okay? That is what is supposed to happen. That's the normal thing that you do. You have a job, and as for fun on the side, you do this thing because you care about the community that you're a part of. You have basically openly admitted that you tried to abuse your position every step of the fucking way. What? Be careful telling a Reddit mod you hope they get banned is like making a death threat to a normie. No, this is the first time someone has ever made a life threat. Okay? This is not a death threat. This is a life threat. I'm threatening him with a better life. If this guy got permanently banned from Reddit, it would be like when, you call up fucking gambling websites or casinos to tell them to not let you in. You know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah, I'm not saying kill yourself. I'm saying live yourself, King. You got only one life.
$1 billion company, Twitch, partially because at the time, LSF was indeed being used to destroy the multi-billion-dollar company, Twitch. Deservedly so, by the way. Or even just take this literal circumstance. Imagine the whole kind of operation was legit. Well, guess what? One single post on LSF caused all of the streamers to drop out and destroyed a $20 million opportunity.
It wasn't real.
Sorry, Mythic. my bad. Or imagine it was, I guess, a scam through and through. Well, guess what? We were the ones to expose it and destroy it before it had the chance to cause any real harm. I mean, everybody got refunded after all. Guess.
Bitch, you were deleting people calling it out. Actually, I claim credit in both cases. I win, you lose. What do you have to say to that? We did it, Reddit. This is literally like those fucking memes about the Redditor who wants to watch his wife get fucked, talking about polyamory. God damn, bro. I forget how much of a loser people can be on the internet. Like, I really do. I think I spent too much time outside, too much time with fucking normies. Even though most of my job is online and on the internet, I really do shelter you from a lot of this kind of behavior on the internet, chat. You don't even understand. You think I'm doing too much when I fucking watch Asmongold because he's like literally spewing toxic bile to like 40,000 of the worst incels you've ever fucking seen, and really shitting up the place. But the well gets deeper. Okay, the well of depravity is so much deeper than you think. And the reason why I don't fucking do it is because I do it, Chinese style censorship. I put a fucking Chinese firewall up in this bitch and rarely ever covered this side of the internet. Even if this side of the internet is covering me on a daily fucking basis, like nonstop. And you only hear about it when they actually reach the normie sphere somehow. When they strike gold and you're like, why are people saying this about you? This motherfucker is one of the people as to why they're saying that thing, whatever insert new drama that they manufactured at LSF. That is it. That's the motherfucker.
Things ended up okay. Right or wrong, you can think I'm a good moderator or a bad moderator. You can think that LSF helps streamers or is the bane of their existence in the entire industry. But please don't for a single second pretend like it doesn't matter. And that's just one subreddit. Now back to me. I was one of your most passionate users. I was in the Reddit partnership program from the start. I took advantage of every opportunity that I could. I had meetings with kind of the Reddit community managers. I begged them for help and kind of partnership opportunities at every chance that I could. And I was blown off every single time. I got nothing out of it. The community managers never helped me. As, you know, nice as the guy was, I think he had basically no power to help me. I was one of the only moderators out there who tried to grow my community, who had any ambition, who tried to work with the company or help other subreddits or help the kind of the company that a whole, and it didn't matter. I failed, and it failed because of how mismanaged and how little support Reddit, the company, gives to moderators. So let's circle back. Let's go back to the moderation situation. This is a very key important point, so please pay attention. None of this would have happened.
I saw one comment in here that I need to highlight. Someone went, my God, what has Reddit done? Yep. That's the takeaway that he thought we would be having right now. How could Reddit let go of such a valuable unpaid moderator of the mass harassment and cyber stalking and fuck women subreddit? What? That's been used like a fleshlight for kick.com for like the last 2 years. How could this have happened? We must bring him back right now.
If I had gotten support from Reddit. Do you think that I want to be the guy like going out, like messaging random people in Discords and LinkedIn's and trying to figure out kind of these partnerships? I don't. This is not my job. I am not qualified to do any of this. I am not a lawyer. I cannot read contracts to know what I should do or I should not do. I just want to like grow my subreddit, have a big vision, and I don't want to deal with this. At the end of the day, I'm a random nobody who got lucky.
Wait, what got edited? What got edited? Was that in the original? What's that skip cut there? Did he get embarrassed that he deleted one of the parts of the fucking... He started crying. This feller has beautiful lips. I can't get over how moist his lips are. Everything about this is so bad. He started crying. Bro, Reddit pulled a Maduro style operation on him, dude. They fucking they came in with the special forces and just kidnapped his ass. And just like with Maduro, Delcy Rodriguez is still running the fucking show. His guys are still in command, but he's mad that he lost the power.
Took over one of your largest gaming subreddits on the platform because I won a stupid game of like Reddit mod politics. But apparently, I'm the only person out there who understands the potential that Reddit has. If Reddit had offered me partnerships, if Reddit had pipelines to connect with kind of major companies, if Reddit had lawyers.
By the way, this is why I say, like, sometimes people think I'm being harsh when I say, like, oh, dude, without, like, the hatred that you have for me motivating you to continue living, like, you probably would have killed yourself. Like, I'm talking about a guy like this. I want you to visualize this creature every time someone comes in and goes, Hasan, you are so stupid. Your argument is puerile. You have made 0 arguments. Asmongold mugs you. Asmongold. D was on stream raging at Charlie defending this mod. No, this is not this mod. This is his mod. He lost his #1 soldier that was running LSF for him.
That were helping.
Guess his age, 43? Or maybe it's one of those guys that's like, he looks 40, but he's actually like 35? This motherfucker is only 1 year older than me? Oof.
Me like reading over these contracts, reading over these agreements, none of these very real mistakes that I made would have happened. And before you say it, I'm sure there's some employee at Reddit, the company, that says like, oh yeah, we do that. That's my job. It's over here. Well, clearly you're not even doing 1% of what you should be doing because nobody uses these resources.
Like, instead of firing me from my unpaid position, you should fire that guy who's not doing his job.
Nobody cares. You are not doing enough. Multiply it by 100 and then let's talk.
Bro, whoever clapped this dude is getting a promotion. If I'm the CEO and I watch even like the first frame of this video, I'm gonna be like, dude, thank you. Keep doing more of that. Actually, we should permaban this guy. IP-wide, like site-wide IP ban. Straight up. Like, what do you mean?
It needs to be professionalized, and it starts with the mods. This is going to be controversial, but the people who are running your multi-billion-dollar website are unqualified nobodies like me. That doesn't mean it's my fault or their fault. It's your fault, Spez. Here's why. The controversial solution is just get rid of the bad mods with better mods or paid mods or do takeovers or more rules or something like that. But there are better solutions. You can train them. You can give mods infrastructure or pipelines or resources or real kind of material support and treat them as if they have the actual power and influence that they actually have, and so communities can rise to the heights they truly could. And the Reddit Moderator Partner Program is not it. Reddit moderators do not need one call with like one guy a month, as nice as he is, love you, Pablo, who has no power and no ability to affect anything.
Oh no, Pablo's getting fired, bro. Or maybe they're gonna fucking actually give Pablo a raise too, to be like, damn, bro, you were dealing with this motherfucker for like the last couple of years. Brother, you are a moderator of what is supposed to be a fan subreddit. Okay? Why is this? Oh my God. The reason why people clown on people like this is because, well, he's not a moderator. I apologize. Ex-moderator. It's supposed to be voluntary and it's supposed to be for fun. It's supposed to be voluntary. It's supposed to be for fun. It's supposed to be because you care about this community and you want to, and you actually want to let it thrive. You have very clearly talked about how much power you have and how much influence you command over content creators that I hate. I can make or break people. It's like, well, first of all, you can't, because let's be fucking real. Okay? Maybe it's not the same for other content creators. I'm sure there have been people who've cut their careers short because of like the negative attention they got from like LSF or other places. But these motherfuckers have been trying to get me killed, deplatformed, or at the very least prosecuted, okay, in that order. Because being deplatformed is worse than being prosecuted by the federal government. Anyway, for the last like fucking 4 years. So obviously it hasn't been that successful, you know? It's just a base boosted, more normie facing version of Kiwi Farms. That's all this is.
Reddit moderators don't need Christmas celebrations or special badges or community or events or team building exercises. No, even the Reddit event budget is barely useful. No, they need real material support. That means access to anything that like a talent manager would give an actual celebrity. So an access to a bounty board or ad deals or lawyers or event organizers or professionals or anything that actually matters. To summarize, Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities or influencers, not because they deserve respect or anything, but because they actually have real power and influence. I mean, if not for the world, at least over your $50 billion company, maybe if you gave them actual support, it could go from 50 billion to 100 billion. I mean, it certainly deserves to be that high up for how much traffic Reddit gets. So why haven't you solved this problem already, Spez? Is it because you're out of touch and you aren't aware of the problem? Is it because Reddit is a bloated mess and they can't ship products? No, I think the real issue is that Reddit is held hostage by the negativity and toxicity of its user base, and it doesn't really have the freedom to make bold and important and transformative decisions that could save the company. If you
Very self-unaware statement right there, by the way. Like that last statement perfectly summarizes everything. He said, Reddit is held back by the toxicity of its user base. Bitch, you're the power user. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, it seems to me like they're cleaning house, okay? Shouts out to Reddit. Hey, yo, Reddit, good job. You got a W here. I mean, you got more W's that you could work on. You know, go after the Ethan Klein H3H3 production subreddit next, please. Okay, my life is yours. I will literally. Okay, listen, Reddit. I know you and I have not exactly seen eye to eye on issues. Okay, let me get up close and personal with you. Okay, let me get up close and personal with you, Reddit. Ghislaine Maxwell may have been a top moderator in world news. You know, all of these other big subreddits that are news aggregation platforms are actually aggregating Atlanticist, NATO Atlanticist talking points. But let me tell you something, Reddit. You fucking clean up LSF and you clean up H3H3 Productions for all the endless harassment that they have brought about the streaming community, my friends, and even in times myself. And my life is yours. A lot of people make fun of you, Reddit. They make fun of you. They say, you're a cuck. If you use Reddit, there's an entire TikTok trend making fun of Redditors. and the way that people speak. And it's oftentimes exactly like that fucking dipshit that you just X'd out from LSF. I will become a Reddit power user. I will take sexy photos on my laptop while I'm browsing Reddit. I will do everything in my power to make Reddit a powerhouse, sexy as fuck. No one will think. I'll get Zoran Mamdani to get on Reddit. You know what I mean? I'll get AOC on Reddit. We'll be doing AMAs. Ask me anything. Ask you anything. Like I said, clean up the fucking harassment communities and my life is yours, Reddit. Okay, I'll use Hasan_Piker every fucking day. Every day of the goddamn week. You already know I'm going to be using OK Buddy later anyway. Let's go.
Agree with anything that I said, Spez? Well, you're in luck. I live in San Francisco, and I would be happy to talk to you in person or any Reddit product manager or employee.
This ever happen? Oh, he said, I live in San Francisco. I will find you in person. If you do not respond to my message, I will find you on the streets of San Francisco, and we will have a good faith debate. I fucking love this guy.
All, you know, or on a call or something. That's my pitch to you, Spez. The rest is to the community. To the community, Spez and Reddit, they're almost certainly not going to fix any of this. All of this is up to us to solve. For anyone who this message has resonated with and wants to solve this problem, well, I have created a subreddit called r/SubAlliance. SubAlliance will be a nonprofit, volunteer, community-based initiative to solve all of the problems that I have laid out. We will create tools and resources so good, so useful, that everybody will have to work with us. Think talent agency, but for subreddits. You have the big ideas, you have the vision, you have the crazy cool things that you want to do, and we handle the logistics. Materially, that means connections to major companies, partnerships, doing AMAs, running events, doing mod recruitment, cross-collaboration with other relevant subreddits, that kind of stuff. Go to r/SubAlliance and we will make it happen. The link will be in the description below. Reddit used to be a place where we did stuff. The phrase, "we did it Reddit," although used sarcastically, existed for a reason. And that is...
Yes! Existed because you painted the Boston, you falsely framed the Boston Marathon bombing on the wrong guy. That's why it's making fun of Reddit. Ah! That's the whole point of We Did It Reddit. This guy is literally unaware of all of the memes. He's like, actually is a meme about how smart every Redditor actually is. Actually is actually intellect. Manifest. No, they're clowning on you because you're taking yourself too seriously. What the fuck? It's sad because he's basically calling them out about how they're profiting off of mod labor, but he boils it down to wanting more power and influence instead of means to live off of. No, he has a job. As far as if we can believe it. He has a fucking job. He has a job. He has a job. He has an actual job. Also, the irony is, you think Reddit fucking doesn't know that half of the subreddits are actually, like, the best subreddits on Reddit, everybody knows, is like small, hyper niche subreddits, right? About like fixing a specific type of toaster or some shit like that. Okay? All these like very large subreddits are oftentimes owned and operated by guys exactly like this. And I remember when Reddit was being sold or whatever, it was like some financial deal that was taking place and everyone was really mad and they did a Reddit blackout. And you want to know how they fixed the Reddit blackout? They just banned all the fucking subredditors that were demanding, or subreddit moderators that were demanding anything but just being on top of a fucking powerful subreddit where they have power. That's it. Because most of the fucking Redditors on those large subreddits only want to be there because they think they have this level of power and this level of influence. And if anything, the reason why Reddit reacted the way that it did for this
we-
guy is because they wanted to show you that you don't have any power. Yeah, buddy, I'm sure Reddit will be reaching out soon. Looks exactly what a Reddit moderator is supposed to look like. Oh my God, this is the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen. Blood that comb over is fooling nobody. I cannot believe that he just went through all of this. I don't understand what Boston bombing. Explain, please. When the Boston Marathon bombing happened many, many years ago, Redditors thought that they found who was actually responsible for it. It turns out it was just a totally random guy that they decided was the terrorist associated with the Boston Marathon bombing. His life was fucking ruined.
For most people,
This guy's also a fucking neo-Nazi shithead now, by the way. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Maybe he's gotten normal as of late. But yeah, Wavy Web Surf or whatever. All these like fucking pedophile neo-Nazi Sam Hyde fans. You got to see this. Oh my God, he has a sub-alliance. That was possibly one of the most embarrassing videos I've ever watched in my entire life. I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to share that shit. Second coming of the r/anti-work Fox News interview, but without a hostile interviewer. Redditors assemble. Lol. Do anyone here unemployed? Oh God. Big respect. I definitely respect a top tier internet janitor moving on from losing his drop of power and trying to create a new avenue for it like he so desperately needs. That was awesome. Okay? That was fucking awesome. This guy's actively tried to ruin my fucking life for the last 3 or 4 years at the direction of his favorite sex cult streamer, Sex Pestiny. So the entire internet getting together to fucking dunk on him is awesome. Those don't exist. Sorry. Last time Hasan had any contact with any mod was years ago. Leaked the Hasan Discord messages crying to get posts removed. No, nothing changes. If anything, you were right, DGG. I was protecting Hasan, but it wasn't because I care about Hasan. It was being the political drama was getting boring and I wanted new content. Welp, not going to be stopping that stuff anymore. Pepe laugh. I love that he's still in DGG talking about this. And instead of all of the fucking weirdos in that community being like, dog, what the hell are you doing? You are like, this is embarrassing. If people find out that we're associated with this shit, like we're fucking cooked, they're all on it. They all think the video was good. There's no shot they think the video was good. Oh my God, this is no different than like when I see an Asmongold fan in my chat who's like, that woman actually wanted to kill the ICE agent. Like, there's no shot. You can't be that big of a fucking loser. They blaming you, saying it was Hasan fans at Reddit who banned him. Yes, it's true. It was my fans at my fans at Reddit that banned this guy, especially because, you know, they allowed very clearly for this fucking community to try and actively get me deplatformed or fucking banned or be at the center of a controversy every fucking week that they manufactured over there. They knew all of that, but my fans were my biggest ops all along. They were letting it happen. It's worth mentioning that Reddit admins were warned of this exact scenario when Stale kicked all the old mods and they ignored it. There are receipts. This dude's connection to crypto and other scammy shit was well known beforehand. Bro, it is crazy to me that this guy basically fucking self-flagellated. He fucking basically lit himself on fire, self-immolated in front of thousands of people, if not millions, because Charlie is fucking dunking on him too. And he still thinks it's my fault. Brother, you have to snap out of it. It is the community that you're a part of that makes you fucking feel like everything in your life that's going wrong is because of me. I literally have nothing to do with this. You're doing this on your own. It's the same thing that your fucking cult father does, okay? Oh, am I being sued because I filmed having sex with someone and then leaked it to a bunch of other people, including a minor underage girl that I was trying to get nudes from. Oh, this must be Hasan's fault. It's like, no, dude, you did it on your own. And the same goes for all your fucking fans. You guys have created this insane world where you think like I'm responsible for any fucking horrible thing that happens to you. I genuinely don't know why. I will never be able to figure it out. I wish I had that level of power, prominence, and influence and had the tenacity to go after my haters in the same way that they go after me with regular fucking frequency. Okay? I wish I was actually taking the revenge. But when I turn this shit off, I don't tune into anything. Okay? I go watch anime. I masturbate. Okay? It blows my fucking mind that these guys think that I'm engineering all of their own demise. Not in that order. I'm saying like I jerk off before I go to sleep. I don't masturbate to anime. Fuck. I've tried before. It didn't work. I didn't like it. It's just strange. I've talked about it before. I've tried to beat off to like a hentai thing, and it was weird because it's like, you know, when they do the X-ray vision, like that's too clinical. It just like takes me out of it. Also, the women's boobs are far too large. I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense. Why are the boobs so fucking large? They're so bulbous. I feel like the dudes are always so skinny. Like the dudes are so tiny and the ladies are so thick and their boobs are so large that it feels like the dude is going to get sucked into the woman's pussy every time. And then also on top of that, they do the X-ray vision where they show you like the penis insertion from the most clinical way you've ever seen it, where it's like, am I supposed to learn about how a penis and a vagina works? Like, what the fuck are we doing? I never agree with you on anything more. Yeah, like I've tried. It's just I can't do it. I don't like anime porn. Would you watch? I need to avoid this. Oh my god, oh, guys, stop it. I don't even know. All right, let's watch Charlie.
Moderator just made a video directly speaking to and tugging on the heartstrings of the CEO of Reddit. He's making a big call to action after
one of your all-time performative male moments when you told Van you didn't like Japanese porn because the women don't look like they're having a good time. Mallory Blair, I don't think you've been in here before. As a person who like doesn't have any issues talking about sex work, talking about porn, I've dated porn stars. I have talked about this before. And Van Lathan, not Van Jones. I don't know why. Did I say Van Jones? Or did I just say Van? Did I just read it as Van? No, I genuinely don't appreciate it. I don't like it. I've tried because the ladies are so pretty. Okay. Oh, so pretty. Jav stars, very pretty. Okay. And I want to be into it. Okay. I can't because they are having straight up a bad time, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. That's the market for it. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. It is so strange to me. I'm not trying to be a performative male at all. I promise you. Nah, you're right. It makes me feel so bad when they start crying and begging. Like, I don't even get to that point. I'm talking like when because like when you watch porn, you want like both parties to be kind of good at it. And if they're fucking worse than me, like I'm not watching that. You know what I mean? It immediately snaps me out of it where I'm like, come on, dude. You do not know how to lay down dick. You don't know how to eat pussy. There's way too much focus on licking nipples. It's like too weird. It's too like, you know, it just feels like you're trying to like hurt this person. You're not trying to like make them come. I don't like it. This used to be a family broadcast. I mean, yeah. Great intro to the Charlie video. Yeah. That wasn't me being a performative male. I just straight up believe that.
he had been stripped of his position as top mod on r/livestream fail. I'm kind of at a loss for words here. I can't believe what I just watched was genuine and not a skit. But this seems authentic. What you picture in your head when you hear the term Reddit mod is exactly what you are about to see unfold in the flesh. The reason this mod just lost his position is because he was promoting a scam on the subreddit that he was the top mod for.
Is Kaya alive? No, I killed her. I had to sacrifice her so that Reddit could also do one sacrifice in her stead. I sacrificed her life so that Stale 2000 would pay the ultimate penalty, the ultimate sacrifice, losing your top moderator position.
Livestream fail. I made 2 videos covering this. It was the $1 Million Fan Show, which was paraded around as a $20 million reality television show for streamers' fans to sign up, and even paid entry into it to compete for, $20 million prize purse. Turns out the whole thing was a load of baloney, as it appears everything has been wiped off the face of the planet. So some viewers paid money for actually nothing. They flushed it down the shitter, and agencies that brought this to streamers were left embarrassed. Most notably, Mythic Talent was the one that was named by some of the streamers as...
I can't believe I'm the one who's saying this because my background is so busy, but I think Charlie might have too many action figures. Is this sacrilegious? Because they're all so cool, but it's getting a little busy. Clearly didn't listen to Trump on the $3 rule. Maybe 1, maybe 2, at most 3. No more than $3 per family this Christmas.
As their agency that took them this deal, where seemingly no due diligence was done on behalf of Mythic to confirm whether or not this was even legitimate in the first place as a paid promotion. It was supposed to be an Amazon production, but clearly it was not an Amazon production.
Yeah, the only reason why I say that is because Saitama Sensei is on the ground right there, and I feel like this one is fine to be on the ground because it's so tall, but like this deserves to be up top somewhere. You know what I mean?
And it took 2 seconds of going to the website to deduce that this was fraudulent, but they took this deal before the website even existed. It's a whole mess. I've already covered all this, but Livestream Fail gets roped in because there was this inexplicable partnership that no one fully understood, where $1 Million Fan was in bed with Livestream Fail, and the top mod of Livestream Fail made a post on the subreddit pinning it to try and get more suckers into it. And now this is his response after being fundamentally fired from his free position of Reddit janitor.
Hello, Spez, Mr. CEO of Reddit. I hope you have received this public video that I have created and sent to you via your email. If not, I hope anybody who cares about the topic in this video can get this to him in any way that you can. This video is about a topic of deadly seriousness, and that is of Reddit moderation and the state of your platform.
Oh my god. This is Reddit's Manhattan Project right now. The moderators are rising up against the CEO of Reddit. I'm actually at a loss for words. This couldn't be a more lame start to this video. The topic he's about to cover is how he believes Reddit mods don't have enough, elbow grease from the Reddit upper echelon, like Spez here, the CEO. He believes they should be entitled to like brand deals, talent managers, lawyers, and stuff, so that way they can better be utilized as Reddit moderators. I'm not even kidding, by the way. I'm not exaggerating. Like, these are points he was making in this video, and that's what he's talking about with deadly seriousness here.
As this story goes more viral, LSF is going to get much more desperate to lose the heat, so they'll turn around and try to boost some fake story about you. The same way they do whenever their chosen streamers gets negative coverage and they make up stories or edit clips of you to take the heat off said streamers. I'm curious to see what they'll come up with. If they do, I'll keep cooking their asses, because there is so much more to this story than what like Charlie knows. Can you imagine the coverage that I just did on this guy and his background and like his connection to Destiny and all the things that he said privately in DGG, talking about how much power he holds other people, trying to prop up another content creator exclusively through LSF, so that there's another new orbiter that they can create that will be a Destiny defender. cooking Dan Saltman in the process as well, because they're also connected in this thing. And then the person, the content creator that they tried to fucking create as like a new content creator that will defend Destiny without like being directly associated with Destiny, turns out to be a pedophile, drama champion in the way that Stale 2000 presented it. So obviously all of that stuff, I mean, good luck. Charlie's video is 36 minutes long, and he doesn't even mention Destiny despite knowing damn well. No, Charlie has no fucking idea that this guy's a Destiny orbiter. What are you, crazy? Half of this chat doesn't know that. I barely even talk about this shit until today. There is a 0% chance he knows. Brother, you shouldn't even know that this guy is a Destiny orbiter and did this LSF shit just for Destiny. The thing that I described to you guys in terms of like mass harassment and manufactured outrage operations that they're doing at the behest of a fucking sex cult leader is so extremely online that even someone like Charlie, who is extremely online, or even someone who's extremely online on Twitch that goes on LSF all the fucking time, they don't know. This is beyond deep lore. Most other content creators understand harassment. Most other content creators understand cyber harassment, cyber stalking, right? They do not understand how deep the level of cyber stalking and influence peddling operations goes. They don't get it. Okay? They don't understand it. Like, it's not... Even content creators who understand harassment, understand stalkers, understand swatting, which are not all of these content creators, let's be real. Some of them don't even know about that shit. But even the content creators who do know that don't understand the level of oh my God. The level of sophistication in this smear operation. I barely scratched the surface. I'm going to keep it $150. There are some journalists who are aware of it. And let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you. The level of sophistication that's put into like Discord servers being specifically designed around stalking not only me, but my family, and then getting as much information out there on my family members and getting as much false information out there on my family, creating AI articles about my dad being a billionaire that owns like 1 million properties in America. Like the level of tarring and feathering that these guys go to is not normal. Brother, October 7 happened, and 3 days after October 7 happened, there was a website created specifically to highlight every single clip chimp thing that they could find to say that I was a Hamas supporter, to say that I was like anti-Semitic. They straight up made a website called Hamas Abi on like October 10. Do you understand the level of insane you need to be? They made a video, they made a game that fucking prominent streamers played called Twitcher Terrorist, where myself, Frogan, and a bunch of other Muslim content creators, Arab content creators, and anti-Israel content creators were matched up against terrorists, okay? Prominent terrorists. And Asmongold played it on this website, didn't get fucking banned. I don't think you understand the level of depravity here, okay? Yeah. Like, imagine if you're pro-Israel or if you have family members. XQC did all of it too. Okay, XQ will react to all this and not even know that it was a clip chimp, but that's why he calls you a terrorist. Yeah, XQC fucking literally leaned into all this shit as well. There was a website that they created that looked professional that logged every single chatter. They used something in the Twitch API to basically log every single chatter in here to try to make it seem like chatters were being anti-Semitic. to try to make it seem like moderators were anti-Semitic in their moderation. They thought they could bring this in front of Congress. I don't present a lot of this stuff to you on a daily basis because if I did, one, I would probably come across as insane to the average person. Okay? And two, I would do nothing but cover this shit every single day. And honestly, I think I have more important things to do than do that, right? They edited screenshots. They worked alongside the Apartheid Defense League, Anti-Defamation League, which is his former name, to get Twitch to ban myself and other anti-Israel content creators, calling them anti-Semitic. They got success. They got Morgan banned. They got Rafi banned. They got a bunch of people banned. They worked alongside Canary Mission and ADL to literally harass anti-Zionist content creators. They tried to create an adpocalypse on Twitch. They sent thousands and thousands of emails to every single college that I've ever appeared at before I appear at those colleges. Emails that have complete nonsense in them. They sent every advertiser thousands of emails. Every advertiser that has ever advertised on Twitch has received tens of thousands of emails from exactly the guy that we were looking at before, okay? This guy and other people that look exactly like this guy and sound exactly like this guy. They send thousands of fucking emails to every marketing agency that has clients, that have companies, that have bought advertisement slots on fucking Twitch with an email that was full of fake nonsense, complete fabricated information that claimed that like Twitch was actually banning Jews off the platform or whatever the fuck, right? AT&T is one of those companies that actually ate that bait and blacklisted me for a while. Not sure if they still have me blacklisted. This is all the stuff that was going on in the fucking background. Meanwhile, every fucking brain dead, stupid ass fucking content creator that was like, oh, maybe Hasan shouldn't be talking about politics, didn't realize that this was happening because of a position that you now also openly say you believe in as well. When you say free Palestine, now that it's comfortable to say, those motherfuckers on the background were eating my ass every fucking day trying to get me to stop saying it when it wasn't as fashionable to say it. There's no way the guy from LSF wasn't in contact with the Apartheid Defense League. No, not him directly. It's Dan Saltman. That was Dan Stalkman, also known as Dan Saltman, Destiny's second in command, the 60-year-old fucking loser. Yeah, look, they made this like fucking insane website. The scale of anti-Semitism. Each glowing dot represents 100 anti-Semitic messages sent in Assange chat. This visualization reveals staggering volume of hate speech that persists in the community. Click any dot to examine a sample of these messages. Holocaust relativizing piece of fucking scum. I spit on your face for every victim. Motherfucker, Israel isn't a fucking tornado. They chose to kill those children. What a tool. I want to beat the shit out of this fucking Zionist nerd. Let's fucking shit. Go fuck yourself, Israel. Let's fucking shit. Go fuck yourself, Israel. Let's fucking shit. Go to hell, Israel, you Nazi fucking parasites. These are the anti-Semitic message sets. Dumb fuck Nazis. Suck my 10-inch Jew cock. These Jewish anti-Zionists clearly being anti-Semitic. That's from October 21st, 2022, by the way. It's not even about Israel. They just key searched Jew and decided everyone that has ever actually said anything against Nazis while revealing that they're Jewish was clocked on the fucking website. These are before October 7. KegW, it's fucking ridiculous. They have no fucking shame at all as we see news every few months of fucking bombing campaigns that Israel's doing and killing Palestinian citizens. Again, July 10th, 2023, before October 7. They are so fucking gross, using the Jew suffering during the Holocaust to murder. Fuck this genocide. Fuck this Holocaust. Fuck the IDF. God, please save the Palestinians. Israel exit polls are out. Bibi is poised to come back. Fuck, 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 fuck. Wow. Such anti-Semitism. Ethan Klein promoted this website. That's why it's fucking ridiculous that these guys now have to turn around and be like, we were always anti-Israel. Come on now, Ethan Klein. That's why nobody believes you, Ethan Klein, when you say, oh, I'm always pro-Palestine, except for, I don't know, your fucking remaining fans. This is one of the few very large, very well moderated spaces on the internet where you can actually be openly anti-Zionist without being fucking hunted down by Nazis for being Jewish. Okay? What the fuck? Especially at a time when there's clout associated with being anti-Semitic. Why the fuck would I still maintain my anti-Semitism position? It's because I have a fucking conviction, because it's bigotry. This is the type of shit that I was dealing with for fucking years, dude. For maintaining a consistent position on Israel, because I have a firm commitment to being anti-genocide and anti-fascist. They tried so desperately. And I'll be honest, like, look. There are so many fucking people that there's a reason why I've been talking about like wanting to go to New York City and not be in Los Angeles anymore. Because the last 2 years, I saw so much heinous shit that content creators such as myself, but also much smaller communities receive from massive, massive content creators on this platform. And not a single person, not a single large content creator that saw that came out and said something, dude. That's why I fucking ate it for years, because at least I was like, you know, I can handle it. I have a big enough community. The more they focus on me, I hope they don't go after others. And Ethan Klein still is going after Morgan. Still going after Denims. Trying to fucking bury them under paperwork. This kind of like this right here, this was never once fucking mentioned. And I know like all this stuff is deep cuts, and maybe it didn't actually reach the level of impact. Yes, I don't rate people because of that. I know, because there's a fucking 1,000 psychos in here at any given moment that, dude, I took off people from my promotional streams. It's only Ugopnik now because he asked for it. People were worried that they would get fucking hate. Because these guys don't just go after me, they go after my friends. They went after my friends for years. They went after basically everyone's ad revenue, not just myself. Because, I mean, I don't give a shit, obviously. I'm sponsored by my fucking viewers. I'm sponsored by my subscribers, you know? And that is the reason why they went after the entire fucking political commentary section. Cutting a bunch of Twitch streamers' careers short for that reason. Because I don't have any visible advertisers or any big advertisers that I work with, they couldn't go after them. So they went after the entire platform, and it didn't work. Yeah, they went after my friend Cutie Cinderella and my coworker Ludwig. They went after so many fucking people. Yeah, this, by the way, the Israel exit polls are out. Bibi is poised to come back. Fuck, 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 fuck. Is from November 1st, 2022. This community has been anti-Zionist since I started on this platform. I've been an anti-Zionist, an outspoken anti-Zionist for many, many years, for a decade prior, even before Nick Fuentes knew what fucking Israel was. I was actually an anti-Zionist, unlike him, who is just an anti-Semite. That's why I laugh when motherfuckers are trying to test me on whether or not I have a true position that's anti-Zionist on Israel. Like, shut the fuck up. KW is fucking ridiculous. They have no fucking shame at all. We see news every fucking few months of bombing campaigns that Israel's doing and killing Palestinian citizens. IDF literally tweets fucking memes of killing Palestinians and leveling their homes, being used as an example of gross anti-Semitism on this website. In any case, I don't make a bigger deal out of this shit because otherwise I'd go crazy talking about it all the time. But this is half the stuff that I'm dealing with on the background, okay?
Talks about Reddit moderators like they're fucking G.I. Joe commandos. Man,
and it's fucking losers like this stale guy that's like, playing a formative role in this.
Please come back to reality. Like, I don't want anyone to harass this guy, so I'm not going to be like showing you his channel or anything like that, because honestly, I kind of feel bad for him that he's put so much weight on his personal life into this position, which is just a thankless job. And it's not really a job, at least it should never be considered a job, because all he is doing is moderating a fucking subreddit as a volunteer janitor. I really thought this was a skit, and I'm still, a small part of me, on the copium here, is hoping that this is like satirical and not real, but I don't know, it feels genuine.
I was the top moderator of your #1 gaming subreddit, r/livestreamfail, before I was recently removed from that position by the Reddit Code of Conduct team. I became a Reddit moderator for one reason, and that is because I think that Reddit communities and correspondingly its moderators have massive power and influence, and for some reason, nobody seems to notice, care, or take this seriously. Least of all, its moderators or the company.
That's not really a good look to say the sole reason you pursued this path of heroism as a Reddit moderator is because you believed that it held so much power. So you're basically just saying that you were power hungry and wanted to take this spot so that way you could feel powerful. He believes that Reddit communities and specifically Reddit moderators hold a strong level of sway and power, and that's why he became one himself. That I don't think is a good look, man. It's not even coming from like a place of passion or something for communities. He is literally saying he did it because he wanted to be strong. Come on. I understand that Reddit communities, like Reddit as a whole, is a platform that does hold like legitimate influence over like conversations and topics and stuff like that. So by extension, moderators have a lot of ability to control narratives by hiding things or boosting things, and that is something that I've talked about in the past and a lot of people have made mentions of many times. It's been a pretty big yapping point for a while. This is the quintessential Reddit mod mentality. The stereotype that exists of power tripping Reddit mods. He is in the first minute of this video confirming that is exactly what drives him, is power. Like this small modicum of power that he was bestowed for the livestream fail subreddit. And it's the level of self-importance is sickening.
In this video, I will go over why I believe this, and I will also talk about a code of conduct moderation action that was taken against me due to good faith mistakes that I believe were caused by a clear lack of direct material support that the company gives its moderators. I will end the video by talking about what you, Spez, can do to fix this problem, as well as what I and other communities can do in case Reddit does not solve this very serious mismanagement problem regarding the lack of support that is given to moderators.
So here's the spoiler alert. He is going to be playing a sad song in the world's smallest violin about how he has been removed now as top mod of livestream fail because he was promoting a scam through that subreddit, which did ultimately result in people losing money. There were actual victims of the scam, so he has been removed of his position at the top of the food chain on livestream fail, and he is now putting a decent chunk of that blame on Reddit itself for not giving him the tools to avoid this from happening. Like he, at a certain point, there's like a brief moment of self-awareness, like this lightning bolt of self-awareness where he's like, yeah, it was a little fishy. But then he like immediately pushes it onto Reddit, like, but if Reddit had given me access to brand deals and lawyers, this probably wouldn't have happened. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a Reddit mod. Why would Reddit be giving you access to lawyers and brand deals and shit? That doesn't make sense.
First, I will go over the code of conduct action and why I was removed as the top moderator of r/livestreamfail. This sounds like stupid internet drama, I know, but I'm going to talk about how this is a very clear example about how Reddit's mistakes causes very serious problems to Reddit's community and the company as a whole.
It was your mistake, buddy! Fucking Spez wasn't behind you massaging your shoulders as you signed the deal with $1 Million Fan Show, which turned out to be a scam. He wasn't like the Sith Lord projecting into you, trying to convince you to go to the dark side to, sell out livestream fail.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was that bad. Just know that your commentary about Israel has helped inform my view for someone who works in politics and government. No, of course. That's why I fucking do it. That's why there's a lot of fucking serious, there's unserious people in here, and then there's also serious people in here as well. And the reason why I do it, in spite of all of this shit, is because one, I believe in it, and two, you never know who you are going to influence. Okay. And listen, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing regardless. I just wanted you guys to understand like how fucking insane things have been. On the background, it doesn't necessarily impact me all that much. And I know that like, even when I mention this kind of thing, what is this? Love how you leave the seat to react. Not sure how taking a shit plus reacting to video. Yeah, you got me. I was putting my dishes away. But the reason, what I was gonna say is like these guys have also like collaborated with congresspersons, you know, like this does have political impact to a certain degree. I mean, the impact is softened at this point, but like, you know, there is definitely, it is a political operation at the end of the day, because I am a political content creator at the end of the day, right? So there's that. And also, from what I understand, like this guy Stale basically already like brought in a bunch of Destiny orbiters into the frame, and they're still controlling the LSF subreddit, which is why they deleted the video from the LSF subreddit when it was posted, and people were clowning on them. And I believe like Dan has already talked about in DGG chats how they still control the subreddit.
To get more people hooked on $1 Million Fan Show. It was not the CEO of...
What large creators did you want to speak out in your defense? Not even in my defense, but in defense of like Morgan and all these other content creators that have been fucking banned. I wish that there were larger content creators like fucking Charlie, Ludwig, like so many fucking people at least like one of the different instances where they were like actively going after people like Morgan and them. And myself as well, to be like, hey guys, this is getting a little fucking racist. Like, can we calm down? You're playing a game called Twitcher Terrorist. Like, what the fuck? You know? It's crazy. Ethan was basically flexing what remains of his power as like a somewhat sizable content creator to destroy the lives and livelihood of so many smaller content creators because he felt hurt that I made him feel bad because I knew that people were eventually going to see the truth about Israel, and I was trying to warn him not to come across like a fucking asshole. That's why I always stress the importance of like how much power you have with your voice when we are united, right? Because a lot of people saw the truth, but they were so fucking scared. A lot of people saw the truth, but they were genuinely terrified of speaking out. And they were terrified of speaking out because they saw what happened to people that did speak out. Okay? Unfortunately, everyone just thinks you're a rage baiter. No, brother. You and the communities that you come from think that. Adults don't think that. People in politics don't think that. It's just this hyper fucking insular community of people that have a lot of clout in like specific spaces online. That's the point. That's actually what I'm trying to explain here. Like, this is what you come across as when you don't realize that your worldview is not represented by anyone other than the people in the cult that you're in. You know what I mean? Like, this is a moment. This is where this is where someone who has personally invested a lot into being in a community, right, meets, what is this? If you're going to go for the king, go for the head. This is when someone, what is this? The high levels of thinking. What the fuck is this video that you, math? Pogristine. I have a lot of normie friends who think you're a crazy anarchist who hates his dog just because of Twitter clips out of context. You thought you were going to be some great man, some speedrun savior. Oh, he was adding XQC. Hey, man, I'm guilty of coming in here to rage bait. My bad. I'm sorry. It's all good. Cop out, Andy. You're the same as Asman, but for the left. This guy's just in it for the content. Bro, they fucking... Remember, they mass brigaded the fucking trash taste video. Asmongold did and Ethan did. And then they fucking threw up W's. And then the trash taste guys were like, yeah, actually, it's really fucked up that we had Hasan on. We're so sorry. Like, I was getting blasted by homies. I was doing them a fucking favor. And then they fucked me. I mean, it's fine. Look, let bygones be bygones. It doesn't matter. You gotta eat it sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta eat it sometimes. It is what it is. And also, I've talked to them since then, and I don't harbor any resentment or ill will, and neither should you. But at the time, I never fucking really brought it up. But that was another fucking instance where people were like, he's a terrorist, he's a terrorist. Why are you having a terrorist on? Nowadays, every single person that probably at the time was saying like, why did you have a fucking terrorist on, is running around talking a big game about how much they love Palestine, free Palestine. You know what I mean? Because it's vibes based for a lot of these people. For a lot of fucking fans out there, they treat this shit like it's a sport. They treat this shit like it's team sport. My favorite content creator was saying fuck Hasan because he's a terrorist for the same positions that I now hold and maintain. You know, that's just what it is. Have any of those people apologized to you? Yes, they have. I just couldn't comprehend how these people wouldn't even fucking talk about like what these guys were actively trying to do, because it was around the issue of Israel. Okay? Because it was around the issue of Israel, and it was still the third rail for everyone that wanted to continue making money with big advertisers. So they did not want to say nothing about Israel. Okay? So the only people that were speaking were either the advocates and the activists on the streets, or people like myself that were just like capable of eating it. And it didn't matter. They created an environment of fucking fear. Okay? They created an environment of tremendous fear around anyone that would dare speak out about anything. This is how Israel was able to successfully basically successfully create like no pushback for the longest time until the dam broke, because they couldn't do anything on TikTok. TikTok was far too independent. Stable Ronaldo has more viewers than you? Hell yeah. W Stable Ronaldo. It's my GOAT. I don't think you guys know this. I've been a Stable Ronaldo truther and defended him against Ninja many, many years ago. I've been there. I've seen the rise, I've seen the fall, and I've seen the rise again, you know? Unless he collabs with Aiden, yeah, that broke my heart, I'll be honest. But what are you going to do? He's young.
That's perfect for LSF, which is about fun, crazy content about kind of live streaming gamers.
If that isn't the stinkiest load of horseradish I've ever heard with that description of LSF. Do you go on your own subreddit? Have you ever been on your own subreddit? That's not what it is. That's not what you just described at all. That is the most blatant misrepresentation of that subreddit I've ever heard anyone try to squeak out. If this was Pinocchio, his nose would have just went fucking Wumbo Insano style with that lie right there. Anyone who has ever visited LSF in the last, 7 years.
He hasn't been a truther review, though? What? I don't give a shit. Brother, what did I just tell you? What did I just fucking tell you? I just explained to you the process of staying committed to my beliefs and then literally watching the entire fucking community that I was a part of with massive content creators that I've known for years not say a single fucking peep about all of the harassment that I was taking, and also all the harassment that other people on the platform were taking for being associated with me in some capacity. For 2 fucking years, I just explained to you that I was eating it. Why the fuck would I give a shit if Stable Ronaldo was like clip farming and said some shit, you know? Why? You think I care? I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Will tell you it is not a subreddit for crazy, wacky clips of gaming and, stream fails or anything like that. I don't know why he's even trying that angle. Everyone knows that's not what that subreddit is.
So when I heard about this, I was very excited. I immediately reached out to the organizers to see if we could set up some sort of a collaboration. This collaboration...
Yeah, dude, because you're a gas bag, dude. You're just a mouth on Twitch. Well, this mouth was on your mother's pussy last night, and she wasn't just saying you're a mouth. She was saying you're a god. And then saying, oh God, I'm coming. That's what your mother was saying. You might have heard it from the other room. Also, I'm your stepdad now. No, I'm the father that stepped up. You're grounded. You're grounded. Raspberry roulade.
would just be to get cool content on the subreddit. No, financial incentives, no moderators being paid, basically none of anything like that, just fun, cool stuff for the community in the subreddit. For collaborations, the first obvious thing that came to mind was, how do we get their content on the subreddit? Either some superfans or some editors could clip some cool hype moment from the show and then post it to the subreddit.
What? That's what happens already organically on every other stream. Why would this, a potential $20 million reality TV show, be any different? Obviously, things would already be being clipped and posted on the LSF subreddit. Why would you be reaching out about a collaboration to ensure that happens when you know for a fact it already would if this fucking show ever actually existed in the first place? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, trying to be extremely charitable here, maybe he was under the impression that this would be exclusive to Amazon Prime, thus they wouldn't have the rights to post it on LSF. But on the flip side of that coin, he said he heard about this from streamers, thus he would have known that it was going to be streamed on Twitch in the first place, thus it would still be clippable for LSF. That's just business as usual. I don't know why he would reach out about a collaboration to do what was already no doubt going to be done already. It just, that doesn't pass the smell test. I don't understand.
But I also had a stretch goal, and that was, what if LSF could be part of the show in some way? I don't know, there could be like a LSF-themed best clip contest. Like, contestants compete in one of the kind of small challenges, they make the best clip, and then somebody kind of wins a prize at the end. It was a stretch goal, though.
Why, though? LSF best clip is just the best clip from the event. Why does LSF's name need to be attached to it? This guy is treating Livestream Fail like it's his personal brand. Like, this is his baby, this is his product. So all the clips that hit LSF are actually Top Mods clips as well. I just don't even get this stretch goal here. I think he just wanted LSF's name out there more because it gives him more power in some capacity, because this is totally useless. Again, whatever would win best clip would just be someone else's content. There doesn't necessitate a Livestream Fails shout out there for some reason. Like, even if they were the ones that were like hosting votes on what the best clip is, who gives a fuck? That could have been anything and anyone where people, like the actual communities, would vote on it, not just his subreddit. Anyway, though, he goes on to explain that they accepted this proposal. He was super hype about it because it meant this was a big moment for the subreddit, and he even made a mention that he believed he could turn this into even more opportunities for the subreddit going further.
It is crazy how radically honest he is about how much power he thinks he has, by the way, by controlling this subreddit. Respect for him to be respect for Stale 1000 for being such an unfuckable loser and so transparent about it.
Calling it into even more LSF prominence.
So we quickly worked to make an announcement together, and I posted it the next day. When I posted it, everybody in the comment section immediately yelled, scam, 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 scam. I mean, think about it. Amazon Prime has spent lots of money on tons of shows, and, I didn't necessarily think that the show was worth $20 million, but, that doesn't mean that Amazon Prime wouldn't fund it. And, if LSF was involved, maybe it would actually succeed. Maybe my involvement alone could make the $20 million kind of investment worth it. Who knows? At least that's what I thought.
It sounds like you weren't thinking at all, though. Why would Amazon be spending $20 million on, like, 8 streamers and their fans on Twitch, and only a $5 million grand prize for Mr. fucking Beast? What sense does that make, man? That isn't really checking out either. Also, he's making kind of like a joke about, maybe my involvement alone would make it worth the investment. But that's how he actually feels, by the way. Like, that's his tone throughout this whole video. He truly believes that he is like God's gift to streaming because he was the top mod of Livestream Fail. It is a very like scary mentality to have, and I do genuinely feel bad for him that he has like poisoned his own brain to this level, deluded himself into thinking that him being a top mod on a subreddit was like something of significance and like something of like brand importance.
I'm a highly paid software engineer working in San Francisco. I do not need to take a couple $1,000 bribes from, random internet scams. Okay. I was doing this because I legitimately, care about the subreddit, and that's why I spend my time on it.
So he debunks rumors that he was paid to promote $1 Million Show from the organizers, saying that he doesn't need to be taking bribes, he's financially well off. He then goes on to say that he was addressing like some of the deleted comments because that was a specific mention in why Reddit canned him, because it potentially showed malice because he was involved in this promotion that ended up being a scam, and so he wanted to address like the deleted comments. He then has a section dedicated to me where I talked about the scam, and then the organizers were talking to him like, well, since Charlie talked about the scam, 5 streamers dropped out, so we're no longer doing this anymore. Pack your bags, take down the post. And then he says I didn't do enough research on it because I didn't reach out to him or the organizers.
But beyond that, it doesn't seem like he did much research. I don't think that he reached out to any of the organizers. He certainly didn't reach out to me. And I mean, I don't know if he reached out to Mythic Talent or any of the
Oh my God, this guy is someone's coworker, bro. There's a separate group chat where they talk exclusively about him. Oh my God, that separate group chat is going to see this video. Oh my God, because Charlie is the coworker champion, right? Oh my God. If he actually does work, I assume he must be working from home. There's 0% chance that he's like this looks like he hasn't been socialized properly. This is gonna make it to the Slack channel though, for sure. Coworkers are going crazy mode about the weird guy that they knew was exactly like this.
streamers. And that important point is that nothing in this situation has yet to be definitively proven as a scam. I repeat, there is no definitive, at least public information yet, that anything fraudulent, malicious, or illegal has happened in the situation.
Brother, your level of research was cold calling the organization dick in hand, begging to be associated with them, and then that was the extent of it, because apparently you heard one of the streamers promote it. And yet he's going to be causing a hubbub because I didn't reach out to him for his perspective. Brother, I didn't even really talk about you in my video, just that you were associated with this shit, roped into the same scam that they were. And for what it's worth, if you watch the video, you would know I did get in contact with 2 agencies, one of which got the exact same contracts that Mythic did and got information on that, as well as getting one of the actual offers that Mythic was taking to the streamers. So I was very well familiarized.
This motherfucker did more research for this one than reach out to me with the Kayagate shit. Anyway, whatever.
With everything that was unfolding behind the scenes. And again, it doesn't take a super sleuth to go to their website and see that it's just fucking barnacles, man. One of their partners didn't even exist. There was no website and no business. Their about section was AI generated mumbo jumbo. Every single paragraph ended in triplets and also had the telltale sign of it's not this, it's this, over and over and over again. Their first image on their site was literally an AI generated mansion, and he mentions that in this video, but then goes on to say shamelessly that there's no definitive proof that this was ever a scam in the first place. That's a wild statement. Why don't you ask the people who spent money on this how they feel? Do they feel like they got their money's worth? Did they get the product they paid for? I imagine not, because this event is not even potentially in the cards and doesn't seem like it ever was to begin with, man. Their socials are removed. The website is down. Amazon hasn't made a peep about it. From what I've heard, the agencies are pissed about this. All signs point to this being a scam. Like, any sane, sensible person would look at all of this evidence and reach the same conclusion that this was horseradish. I don't know why he's trying to present something otherwise now.
The only confirmed things that we have right now is that I guess there was a website, looked a little weird, there was some bad publicity, everybody called it a scam, and then a bunch of streamers dropped out, and then the event got canceled, and everybody got refunded. None of this is illegal. None of this is proved to be a scam, at least yet. Maybe I'll eat these words.
Brother, you're eating your own cock right now. What are you talking about? And then everyone claps. Like, this is just fanfic. Where are you getting this information? There was an explicit no refund policy on their website baked into it. It was very boldly stated there are no refunds once you make these purchases. Who got a refund? I haven't seen anyone, posting receipts of getting a refund from the money they spent on this. Where are you getting that information from? That's a genuine question. Maybe he's seeing things that I'm not seeing somewhere. Because I even looked into it after he made this video, wondering like, whoa, they refunded? That's pretty surprising. I can't find any proof of that. I would love to see where he found that.
It's funny that he thought LSF would be key in promoting the clips of the scam to show millions of people. The only things that get more than 2,000 views on the Reddit is drama, and the only drama that can break 10K views is clips of you. The clips from the scam show would at most get 200 views, 10 upvotes, and maybe 1 comment, all because of the way he designed the sub to only care about you. Yeah, ironically enough, because LSF for like the last 3 years have by force been turned into a fuck Hasan subreddit that like it's no longer an organic audience. It only works if you actually base boost a fucking drama post from the start, and then it reaches like all these other subreddits, and then people turn around and go, well, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Yeah, you know what? This guy does suck. That's it. That's the only way. When it goes viral on LSF, it gets pushed into popular. I think that's why they thought it would be useful. No, that's what I'm saying, but it's not going to get fucking pushed into popular if it's not something being like Hasan kills his dog with a gun, shoots her in the face, and then it's just me doing this and my dog is just behind me. You know what I mean? I can't even fucking move my shoulders without motherfuckers clipping it and being like, oh, you see, we got him again, boys. It's like, he and the septic tank sub deserve to be shit on for this, but why is no one mentioning Mythic Talent being involved like the Extra Emily thing and telling her to post about it in her Discord? No, I know.
Really not a secret or very surprising. I got removed directly for the post that I pinned to the top of the subreddit related to the game show or supposed and alleged scam, as well as kind of for deleting comments that were kind of critical of it. I also want to make a comment about kind of the Reddit code of conduct team as a whole. Reddit has all this flowery language about how kind of the code of conduct team is not here to punish you. It's kind of here to get you to act in good faith. It's here to kind of give you second chances and warnings and all.
Dan Stalkman tried to come for Extra Emily 2 to deflect. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. That's so stupid that you only elevated the fucking scam further. Yes, I know he was a software engineer for Twitch from 2017 to 2021. I know. And then he left Twitch. They just did it on LSF right now. Wait, shut the fuck up. Ain't no way. Stop. Live stream fail. Let's see. New. Hasan begs Reddit to take action against the LSF and H3 issue subreddits for the endless harassment they've brought to the streaming community, his friends, and himself. 2 awards, 300 upvotes. Shock collar hearts. I love that they are like, yeah, no, we are back to business, actually. Let's see what people are saying. Is he going to ask Reddit to handle the snark subs, or is that suddenly out of his control? He's going to pull a pizza cake if anyone even mentions his name. What the fuck is a pizza cake? There are like 3 H3 snark subreddits, and they all have pretty big following. I don't believe there's a single Hasan snark subreddit, but I think the existence of those subreddits are disgusting and should be banned on site. Kai is so powerful, she broke out of the echo chamber. She's almost free. We have almost done it. Hasan hosted Bad Empanada on his streams, by the way. Wow, I'm semi-famous and people don't like me. Wow. Literally awards for all of these fucking posts. I can't even make a fucking humorous quip. You know, all of these other big subreddits that are... Dude, look at this. And then you click on it, and it's either a new account that just has like insane karma, or an account that like deleted all of their fucking, keeps their posts hidden. But check out their status to learn more about them. Wow. In 2 years, this guy got 361,000 karmas, achievements, 200-day streak, 150-day streak, 100-day streak, embarrassed _ base _ 389, 672 contributions. Type Hasan in his search bar and you will see. Wait, what? How? Aren't his posts hidden? Oh, never mind. I guess when you do type his... Wow, this seems like a totally random guy. Hasan praises Destiny's community. Is this the near the end? Is this end near? Hasan says America's far worse than Iranian government. Hasan bans 33 months subscriber. Tells him to die for commenting on his workout frequency. 19,000 votes. Hasan lectures Mamdani for condemning pro-Hamas protesters. Hasan's liberal platform just has to be trolling. No, guys, this stuff is not brigaded, okay? That was a totally normal post on the not... Did they delete it already? Oh, it's so funny that I was in the process of calling it out. A chatter speculated that eventually they will immediately start doing a bunch of fuck Hasan posts because they have only one speed. And then they did do it. And then the fucking moderator removed it. Huh. So strange for this guy. I don't know how This is just an organic guy. Hasan Piker, have some conviction. Hasan claims that Jews worked in the Nazi government's command structure. Everybody critical of Hasan is now an Israel dick rider. Hutch reacts to the Hasan puff piece. Brother, for years and years, this is all you've posted. In promoting Loner Box, H3H3, Destiny. Check the reason for removal. I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? Spam, LSF meta post. LSF must not be the main focus of a clip, including but not limited to threads. Sure. Dude, they have, what did you guys say it was? I'm not very tech. I don't know all this tech stuff. Right? I don't know all this tech shit. So I don't know how they do it, but like apparently in Discord, they have like in Discord servers, they have like a ping anytime like my name gets mentioned anywhere or something, so they can just like seize it. They can dominate the conversation. All of your Reddit posts are made by like 3 to 4 accounts that all repost on the same subreddits. An RSS feed. RSS feeds are ancient if you're talking about that. Okay, well, regardless, they have doors open. They have RSS feeds in Discords. They watch every day. They wait for the most like opportune moment to clip something, and they will instantly like take it and frame it in the most negative way they possibly can, put it on LSF, instantly fucking pepper it with awards, and like all this shit that nobody understands anything about. Hasan's audience has harassed every single streamer. He has the single worst audience in terms of this shit. That's saying something. He intentionally brigades posts and has people post hate on every sub for Ethan Asman and others. Also, the harassment he's talking about is him shocking his dog and people talking about it. Lastly, the really fun thing is he actually thinks he's being funny and cool in this clip when he just really sounds like a fucking boomer. Isn't bro on like Monox and finasteride? He stops either, mostly Monox, and that hair goes bye-bye. It's like, brother, you're a top 1% commenter on this. And you're a Seer fan. Why are you like this? Your favorite content creators are friends of mine. Has that not stopped you at all? Like, have you never considered that maybe, you know, this kind of stuff is not worth it? Maybe you might have the wrong opinion of me. Nope. I found another account. Might be why they hate you so much. I just don't get it. Is it time to brigade this shit for real and get banned again? No, they will never ban me, even if I brigade it every day, and I'm not going to do that. Search processing image, by the way, the bots are throwing a fit. What does that mean? That poster also agrees with you on a number of things, but just dislikes you in particular, lol. That's what I mean. I never understand how the fuck these guys turn into this. You know, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck they turn into this guy. Like, yeah, no, Ron is a dick for hanging out with a Trump dick rider. Andrew Tate fanboy asshole. But Hasan is trying to act morally superior when he hung out with and promotes terrorists, when he tries to talk for Iranians who died and insists they all believe the same way he does. I never did that. More importantly, he's accusing Ronaldo of hanging out with Aiden in a clout chase when Hasan is a huge clout chasing freak. That wasn't what Ronaldo was doing. Him being friends with actual assholes is an issue, but it's still not clout chasing. You're really winning the judge me by my enemies war? I mean, dude. I don't know, man. There is something going on with like, it's my fault. It has to be my fault. But I bring a very strange vibe to the party that people really fucking Like once it hits their frequency, it breaks their brains a little bit, and they spend it causes them to spend every waking moment anywhere they are hating on me. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is at all, but it's like the most obsessive. Like I often joke and I say like I'm the first victim, the first male victim of being objectified. I mean, it's happened. It's happened a bunch of times. It's happened with like a bunch of content creators. It's happened with you know. I guess I'm not the best judge of character. And that's probably part of it. Cause like it's not with Ethan, it's not specific to just me. He does it with like his other former podcast co-host, Trisha Paytas, as well. And he has like a familial relationship with him or her, sorry, and he still does it. By the way, I told you about the Twitter clip page botting likes early on your clips last time. They're doing it again, 1K likes instantly while the Twitter views say the same. Which Twitter clip page is doing that?
Terry